2016 season. He's excited. So are the Barnstormers. He threw a bullpen here for Rich Rundles a few weeks back, and Rich was very impressed, to say the least, with Ben Ancheff's stuff. So the Barnstormers, with the signings this week of Brian Evans and Terry Doyle, it opened up the roster spots, and Ben Ancheff signing with the Barnstormers today and expected to work in the ball game this evening. The other storyline we'll be following tonight is the chance that Caleb Gindel has to set a franchise record. He has hit safely in 20 consecutive ball games that tied Matt LeCroy's streak from 8 years ago. Gindel in a leadoff spot again tonight, so you'd like to think he'll get up 5 times in the ball game and have the opportunity to stretch that hitting streak to 21. 7 of the last 10 games, Gindel hasn't waited at all. He has led off the game for Barnstormers with the base hit. So we'll see if Gindel can make it 21 here this evening. Earlier tonight, I had a chance to talk to the man who got the save last night, and he did so in very non-dramatic fashion. An 11-pitch, 1-2-3, 9th inning without a strikeout, and that's Corey Burns. I'll be back with Corey in just a moment here on the Lancaster Barnstormers YouTube channel.
Let's welcome back the second most famous groundhog in Pennsylvania. So, Gus, if you were a superhero, what would your name be and what power would you have?
Well, I'm a groundhog, so I'd like to fly. And I'd be Wonder Gus.
Much like Wonder Bucks, the new instant game from the Pennsylvania Lottery with top prizes of $300 grand.
Now that's a super prize.
Until next time, folks.
Keep on scratching.
The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Hi everyone, Adam Gocknauer here from Gocknauer Appliances. Proud to be a sponsor yet again for our hometown Lancaster Barnstormers. We support them on the field and every one of you across Lancaster County with the very best appliances in the area. We are proud to be in our 67th year and 4 generations of family ownership, all to serve you and take care of all your appliance needs. Come see us at 5939 Main Street in East Petersburg or on our website at gocknauers.com.
Welcome back to this edition of the Gocknauer Home Appliances Dugout Report. Joining me tonight is Barnstormers closer Corey Burns. And Corey, first of all, I don't think I've had a chance to personally congratulate you on the birth of your daughter Olivia, but I have had a chance to meet her. She's absolutely adorable.
Thank you. Yeah, she's the love of my life. You know, I give my wife so much credit for what she takes care of at home, and you know, with her there, it gives me the ability to come do what I love, and it's a blessing that they're able to come out and see me right now, and it just brightens up my day every time I see them.
Yeah, so many of you guys on this ball club this year, I think more than we've ever had before, are young dads. And do you share stories in the clubhouse just about the kids?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stories that go around. There's I think 3, and then Cutler's on the way, but I think 3 of them are under 6 months old. So we're all in the same boat, and yeah, we share some good stories.
She's been here, and you're going to be able to spend some extra time with her, I understand, the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, she's going to go out to Texas with us, and my family's going to come out there, and so yeah, it's just and then as soon as the season's over, go spend as much time as I can with her.
Yeah, you look at the season you're having, and of course your job as a closer relies on what happens in the first 8 innings of the game, and your opportunities have definitely come in clusters. They haven't been spread out. There was one stretch, I guess, lately you went almost 3 weeks without a save opportunity.
Yeah, that's the tough part of the role that I have is you got to stay prepared all the time, and it's funny how it works. A lot of times they do come in clusters. Your team gets hot, and then all of a sudden you're throwing 5 out of 6 days, and then the next thing you know, you got 8 days off. So it's just being able to stay prepared, and that's one thing that I have the ability to do.
Last night, kind of almost the ideal situation and the ideal game, and it's a game we've seen the Barnstormers win hundreds of times over the years, and it's use the long ball in this ballpark to get up early, hold the lead, turn it over to the closer at the end, and last night was the ideal kind of game.
Yeah, we definitely have the ability to hit the long ball, but yeah, that knock by Trayvon there in in the 8th inning was huge, and it's big as a closer to see that, to come in and do a 3-run game instead of a 1-run game that's a huge difference. That takes a little bit of weight off my shoulders. The bullpen kept us in there last night. Evan did a great job, and Pete came in and got out of a tough situation. So, just being the 9th inning guy, we got to get there first, and hats off to the rest of our bullpen. Our starters are hanging us in there, especially with the new guys coming in. They're doing a great job, and hats off to our offense. They've kept us in the whole season.
Yeah, so many of the starting pitchers have either been signed or hurt, and it could put a real strain on the pitching staff. But we have seen Joey Meyer and Justin Jackson come up huge in the last few days.
Yeah, JJ's performance last night was unbelievable, and Joey goes out and he gives us a chance to win. So that's all you can ask out of those guys, and that's all it is. Go grind out your start. Go give us 5. Go turn it over. We got a good bullpen here, and we're going to win some games if we can do that.
Tonight, kind of a crazy situation with Ito Fujier starting, and he hasn't started in about 6 years, and then we got the big guy Ben Enchef coming in, and he's going to throw a couple of innings tonight, and it'll be interesting to see exactly what he brings to the table.
I got a chance to watch Ben throw a bullpen, and it's pretty amazing what that guy's ability is, and I'm excited to watch him throw, and Hito's amazing. What he can do with a baseball is unbelievable. So I don't think there's going to be any issue tonight, and I think those guys are going to go out there and give Bridgeport a run for their money.
Your night last night, a 1-2-3 inning with no strikeouts. Would you rather strike out the side or have an inning like that?
Well, I'd rather strike out the side.
You are a sadist, aren't you?
Yes. No, my goal is to get 3 outs. My goal is to get 3 outs before the tying winning run crosses the plate. And sometimes I'm not fortunate enough to do that. And sometimes I do go out and give up a couple runs, but that's my goal. I want to get 3 outs before tying winning run crosses the plate.
You had a game in Somerset the other night, a 4-0 lead when you came in, and it was just one of those innings. I just wanted to put my head through a wall. I can't even begin to imagine what you felt like. But a little weak ground singles, a bloop drops in left, and the next thing you know, there are 2 runs on the board, and somehow you managed to get out of it.
Yeah, baseball's funny like that. You get those innings, especially as relievers. You get those innings, and I think I had the bases loaded on 4 pitches. I don't think I've ever done that in my career. But that's where the mental toughness comes in, and just battle and grind through it. And I ended up, fortunate enough to get out of that situation.
We've lost so many players this year to major league organizations and foreign baseball. At this time of year, it is difficult to find replacements. You got some younger guys coming in here at 23, 24 years old, and in a couple of cases, no professional experience. So what's it like being able to blend those guys in?
Well, you bring them in, and we got guys on the team that have been there. And we've got guys that can teach, and guys that they can learn from, and guys that they can follow. And I think Butch does a great job of bringing those guys in here that can follow, a guy that has major league experience or a lot of AAA experience. And, you take a guy like Dean. Dean does a great job of shadowing Josh Bell and shadowing Kevin Aarons and guys that have been around. So, I commend Butch on that, on bringing guys in that have the ability to mesh with our older guys.
Well, Corey, thanks for taking time out tonight. Good luck, and hopefully we'll see a game again where you can get in there and chalk up number 22.
There you go. Thank you, Dave.
Corey Burns joining me tonight on the Gocknauer Home Appliances Dugout Report. I'll be back with the starting lineup for the middle game of this 3-game series in just a moment, right here on the Lancaster Barnstormers YouTube channel.
We at Gocknauer Appliance know that buying a major appliance for your home is a major and tough decision. We want you to make that process easier. We now have a new website at Gocknauers.com that you can view live inventory, spec sheets, and all of our closeout and scratch and dent inventory. Browse the site and either purchase online or stop into our store and see the models in our huge showroom. Remember, we still offer the best brands at the best prices and back it up with the best service around. Gocknauers in East Petersburg and now online.
Hey kids, thanks to Isaacs, you can be part of the Barnstormers. The Isaacs Barnyard Bunch is quite a deal. You get lawn vouchers for 6 games, 6 kids park passes, the chance to go on the field with your Barnstormers during the national anthem on 2 different nights, and a Barnyard Bunch t-shirt. But there's more. Any Barnyard Bunch member will get 2 vouchers for kids' meals at your favorite Lancaster County Isaac's Deli. You get all of this for only $25. Even better, if you sign up at your local Isaac's, you save $5 more. So join the Barnyard Bunch today.
The Lancaster Barnstormers entertain the Bridgeport Bluefish tonight. Here are how the lineups stack up for the Bluefish. Luis Hernandez leads off at shortstop. Batting second is the center fielder, Andy Chavez. Wellington Dotel is batting third. He is in right field. The cleanup batter is the first baseman, Sean Burrows. Jose Hill will bat fifth and catch. The third baseman batting sixth is Elvis Nina. Batting seventh, playing second base, is Luis Rodriguez. The designated hitter batting eighth is Josh Vitters, and Anthony Giansanti will be in left field. He is batting in the number 9 slot. Left-hander Matthew Spann with the start. Spann has made one relief appearance so far for the Bluefish, and he picked up the win against the Somerset Patriots in a high-scoring contest. For the Barnstormers this evening, Caleb Gindel is leading off in center. The left fielder, Trayvon Robinson, is batting second. Casey Hobson will bat third. He's got first base. The cleanup hitter is the third baseman, Kevin Ahrens. Mike Jacobs is the designated hitter. He is batting fifth. It'll be Mike McDade catching, hitting sixth. Yusuke Kajimoto at second base, batting seventh. Chase Patterson in right, Dean Wilson at short. And on the hill with a record of 1-0 is Hito Fujie. We'll be back with the play-by-play action for tonight's ball game in just a moment, right here on the Lancaster Barnstormers YouTube channel.
It's nice out and you just want to relax after a day at work. The Lancaster Barnstormers have a great idea. For Monday through Thursday home games, the Barnstormers have super dinner and a ball game deals at Clipper Magazine Stadium. On Monday, join us for an all-you-can-eat pork barbecue dinner in the Hess's Picnic Pavilion, or choose chicken on Tuesday, all for just $20, including your game ticket. And new on Monday, it's pizza, beer, and pinball all night long. Then on Wednesdays, it's Hatfield hot dogs for just $1 each, with 2-for-1 burgers on Thursdays. Call 717-509-HITS or go to LancasterBarnstormers.com for more details.
It's baseball season, and no one is more excited about that than we here at Lancaster Bible College, proud sponsor of Lancaster Barnstormers Baseball. At Lancaster Bible College, you can earn your associate's, bachelor's, master's, seminary, or doctoral degrees through a distinctly biblical lens in areas like leadership, communication, business administration, social work, education, pastoral studies, music, and many more. Find out how you can take the next step in your educational journey to earn a degree from LBC. Visit us on the web at lbc.edu. We look forward to seeing you.
Veterans, you are invited to salute the flag as we honor the United States of America. Here to perform our national anthem, Paula Hughes.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, nobles bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
There you have our national anthem here this evening. While we were away, it was preceded by God Bless America. here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. The Lancaster Barnstormers taking on the Bridgeport Bluefish. Fireworks will follow our ball game here this evening. The Barnstormers with right-hander Hitoshi Fujie on the hill. He has made 16 relief appearances for the Barnstormers. This will be his first start. 16 and a third innings logged. He has allowed 20 hits, 8 runs, all earned. Hito has walked only 1, and he has struck out 23. His ERA stands at 4.41. 5'10" and 161 pounds. Native of Japan, Fujie is 30 years of age. He has 7 years under his belt in the Japanese major leagues, mostly 6 of those 7 years with the Yokohama Bay Stars. For the Barnstormers tonight in the field, it is Kevin Ahrens at third. That was a last-minute switch. The shortstop is Dean Wilson, Yusuke Kajimoto at second, Casey Hobson over at first, also part of the switch. The outfield with Trayvon Robinson in left, Caleb Gindel in center, and Chase Patterson in right. Josh Bell was scratched from the lineup at the last moment by acting manager tonight, Rich Rundles. The catcher this evening is Mike McDade. Hito Fujie on the hill. Our umpiring crew has Carlos Daño Jr. behind the plate. The first base umpire is Dave Turco, and then at third base is Drew Hoagland. As we go to get the second game of this series underway tonight here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Gorgeous weather once again. We have some high cloudiness this evening we did not have around last night. So at that critical twilight time, it might be a little bit easier to pick up fly balls, though we had no adventures here in the Friday night ball game. Luis Hernandez, the switch-hitting shortstop, preparing to get things underway this evening for Bridgeport. Hernandez, a .288 hitter with a home run, and he has driven in 48 on the season. Very solid year as the leadoff hitter for first-year skipper Luis Rodriguez. Hernandez stepping in from the left side of the plate. Defense will spread out against him. Aaron's about even with the bag over at third. Bridgeport, a team that can put together a lot of base hits and score runs quickly on a spree of singles. It's how they've attacked the bulk of this season. First pitch to Hernandez is a strike at the knees. Fujie quickly getting ahead, 0-1. Again, the statistic worth pointing out, 1 walk and 23 strikeouts for Hito Fujie. McDade setting the target. Here is the motion and the 0-1 offering, hit in the air, left field. Trayvon Robinson back a step or two. He is there, 1 out. Easy play for Trayvon to get the evening underway. Andy Chavez, the center fielder, a left-handed batter all the way, will step in. The Barnstormers pretty much controlled Chavez last night. He was 0 for 3 with a walk and did score a run, but this is the league's leading hitter. .333 on the season with a pair of home runs, and he's driven in 26. 1 out, nobody on base. Fujie likes to step back into the full windup. Now the hesitation. He brings it home. First pitch to Chavez across for a strike. It's 0-1. Very affable Hitoshi Fujie on the hill this evening for the Barnstormers. And his motion. Pitch comes a little more quickly. Chopper foul up the first baseline. Backhanded stop made by Hobson. The count is 0-2. Wellington Dotel, a right-handed batter, waits on deck. The Bluefish have not seen Fujie, and that should play into the Barnstormers' hands for at least the first time through the lineup, because he does have all those different hesitations in the motion. Here comes the 0-2 offering, and a Chavez. This is popped up left side. Coming over is Ahrens toward the barrier, leaping into the crowd, and cannot quite get there. Chavez still lurking at no balls and 2 strikes against Hito Fujie. Shadows have covered much of the outfield now, but home plate and the pitcher's mound still bathed in sunlight. It will not last long as we approach Labor Day. No balls, 2 strikes. Mike McDade sets the target. Fougier ready to go, and he misses low with his fastball. Chavez up there at a ball and 2 strikes. Lights are on because of the amount of shadow that we have coating the field at the moment. Right-hander ready to go. Fougier to the plate. Ground ball, first base. A couple of skips to Hobson. KC will take it himself. 3 unassisted. 2 up and 2 down for Fougier here in the first inning. Wellington Dotel will come to the plate. Dotel at 306. After going 0 for 3 with a walk here last night. He has 4 home runs. He has driven in 38. 8 hits for Bridgeport last night. 3 were picked up by the man on deck, Sean Burrows, who hit Justin Jackson in the same spot on his foot twice in last night's game. Fougier to Dotel, and Wellington is going to look at the first pitch and take a strike. And for a guy who has the reputation as being such a free swinger, and that's basically part of the success Dotel had last year, he's been extremely patient in this series. There's the 0-1. It is bunted toward third. Aarons will charge and throw, but he will not get him. Dotel sprints across with a bunt single.
Batting fourth, the first baseman.
Jose Rodriguez, before posting his lineup, had to wait to see if Dotel was okay. Last night, he looked a little slow getting to a ball hit by Trayvon Robinson in the bottom of the first inning, but we saw no indication that Dotel might be slowed down a little bit on that bunt. Boy, he flew down the line. He bunted it fairly hard in the direction of Aarons. A 2-out base runner. Here is the first baseman, Sean Burrows. Burrows is batting .322 overall, but since returning to Bridgeport, he's hit over 400. Last night, 3 for 4. All the hits were straight back in the direction of the mound. As I said, 2 came off the foot of Justin Jackson. The other one over the head of Pete Andrelzik and into center. Fougier to the plate, and Burrows looks at a strike. It is 0-1. 4 batters, 4 first pitch strikes from the right-hander. Fougier and Yusuke Kajimoto both getting to the Atlantic League at the same time. Joining the Barnstormers while we were in New Britain back in July. Time is called. Burrows will back away. 1 strike the count to the left-handed batting first baseman. That was in time for the day-night doubleheader. 3rd week of July at New Britain Stadium. Fastball wide to Burrows. The count is 1-1. Dotel, the runner at first. You cannot forget about him. Bridgeport is not a big base stealing ball club, but Dotel has swiped 10. Last year he led the league. Burrows batting 1-1, leveling the bat across the plate. Fougier to the set, not paying any attention to the runner, gets a fly ball, chipped down the left field line, racing over Trayvon Robinson into foul territory, can't catch up to it. Burrows will bat at 1-2. Dotel crossing back through the diamond behind the pitcher's mound. He was all the way around toward third, running with 2 outs. Burrows comes back at a ball and 2 strikes. A guy who generally doesn't hit for a lot of power, but he does have some home runs in his past in this ballpark. Defense straight up, 2 outs, Dotel the runner. 1-2 to Burrows. Fougier comes set, and the pitch does not get the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Did not appear that it was off by much. Hotel inching off first base. Not a really long lead at all. Held by Hobson. Time is called before Fugier can unleash the pitch, which he does anyway. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. No wind to speak of here tonight. From time to time earlier today, it was blowing from right across the left, which in this ballpark is backwards. 2-2 to Burrows. Fugier again ready to go. The set, the pitch. Swung on and missed. The tag is applied. Burrows is gone on strikes for Bridgeport here in the top of the first. No runs on 1 hit with no errors, and a runner is left on the base paths. We're done with 1/2 inning tonight at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Bridgeport nothing. The Barnstormers and Caleb Gindel coming up.
Once again, thank you, Lancaster. With your support, we are once again the #1 dealer in our district, according to a recent Mitsubishi report. Hi, this is Richard Bennett, co-owner of Lancaster Mitsubishi. To continue our success through the month of May, Ally Financial is offering 0% financing for up to 72 months on select models. And don't forget, with over 25 different lenders and rebates and incentives from Mitsubishi, we can put you into a brand new car with absolutely 0 money down. And if you purchase a vehicle from us in the month of May, Lancaster Mitsubishi has partnered with the Lancaster Barnstormers to give you tickets to the Lancaster Mitsubishi Suite. So Lancaster, make your way to Lancaster Mitsubishi and become part of our story. As always, all sales come with our famous LLM Club, lifetime state safety inspections and car washes as long as you own the vehicle. We are located on the corner of McGovern Avenue and North Prince Street next to the train station. You know we have what you deserve.
The Barnstormers this evening are facing left-hander Matthew Spann. Spann hails from Columbia, Tennessee, signed originally out of high school, and then spent 4 years in his original organization, the Tampa Bay Rays, then moved over to the Washington Nationals earlier this year. He was at Single A Potomac, went 2-2 for the Little Nationals there. Now facing Caleb Gindel, a left-on-left matchup. A very slender southpaw Matthew Spann, 6'6", 185. First pitch to Gindel, grounded to the shortstop. Hernandez fires on for the out, so Caleb will not extend the hitting streak to 21 games on his first at-bat tonight. 1 out, nobody on base. Trayvon Robinson will step in and bat right-handed. Robinson, 244, with a dozen home runs and 37 driven in. A lot of long and narrow legs on this southpaw Matthew Spann, 6'6", 185. Here is the windup. And a Robinson, a fastball to the inside corner, strike 1. They pitched 2 2/3 innings last Sunday against Somerset and picked up the win in a 12-8 game. Spann was not necessarily efficient, but he kept Somerset from scoring at least any of his own runs. He gave up 4 hits, walked 3, and struck out 3 in earning the victory. Ball 1 is inside to Robinson. The count even at a ball and a strike. Casey Hobson, the Barnstormers' first baseman, waits on deck. Here's the motion. Spann with the 1-1. Robinson nicks it foul, straight back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. No score here in the lower half of the first inning. We still have room for you if you want to come on out tonight. With fireworks following the game. The picnic deck, now that is chock full tonight. About 6 different groups out there. Trayvon Robinson bats 1-2. Here's the motion. Spann to the plate. He bends it inside and low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Span had made 5 starts for Potomac earlier in the year out of his 20 total appearances. He had a variety of roles there. 2-2. Robinson stays alive, beating it foul, straight back toward the backstop on a couple of hops. We remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. Robinson had a double and a home run last night. He's got some power, he's got some speed. The motion, now the 2-2. Fouls that one off as well. Robinson and Span continue to battle. Span is 26 years of age. Check that, he is 25. 25. A few months away from turning 26. 2-2 on the way to Robinson. Breaking ball cut on and foul tip. That is held by Heel. And a second out for Matthew Span at the outset of the game tonight. Brings on Casey Hobson, who wrecked a couple of baseballs last night. His 15th and 16th home runs of the season. He's now knocked in 46. To go along with a .311 batting average. It took him a little while to get going here. But once Hobson got started, he just keeps it up. 40 runs batted in, last 46 games. First pitch at the knees for a strike. It is 0-1. No score, lower half of the first inning. 2 outs, bases clear. Hobson digging in 0-1. The motion. Span's pitch below the knees. Ball 1, strike 1 to Hobson. Kevin Ahrens waiting on deck. Jumped into the cleanup slot tonight. Josh Bell unable to answer the call this evening. Hobson with a swing and a ball demolished again. Way back it goes to right center field, and the walls will not contain it. Another blast off the bat of Casey Hobson. His 3rd home run of the series, and the Barnstormers take a 1-0 lead on Mr. Hobson's number 17 of the season. And that will bring on Kevin Ahrens, the 3rd baseman, who's going to be hard-pressed to match that one.
Don't forget, you two can come home to a beautiful Boyd Wilson rental property. Batting fourth, the first.
Ahrens at 279, 9 home runs, 54 runs batted in. He's been steady lately. He's hit safely in 17 of the last 19 games. Span ready to go, and he breaks a pitch low, 1-0 to Kevin Ahrens. Boy, Hobson has hit not so much the first one last night, but the second one last night and this one here just have gone a long, long way. 1-0, Ahrens with a swing and a dribbler foul right at the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Barnstormers have scored 7 runs in this series, all on homers. Here's a 1-1 on Ahrens. Ground ball toward the left side, just off the glove of the 3rd baseman, Nina, who is darting to his left. That will be a base hit for Ahrens. Mike Jacobs will come to the plate with a runner at first and 2 outs.
Batting fifth, designated hitter number 3, Mike Jacobs.
Nina racing to his left, fully extended. Got a glove on the seeing eye single for Kevin Ahrens. 5 games in a row, 18 out of 20 now for Kevin, and here is Jacobs. He steps in, batting .236 with 4 home runs and 13 driven in. Boy, what a monster home run for Hobson. Jacobs digs in. Span ready to go into the plate, outside and low, ball 1. Switch hitting catcher Mike McDade waits on deck. Ahrens leads off first to Jacobs. 1-0 breaking ball, catches the inside edge. It is a ball and a strike to the left-handed batter. Jacobs was originally in the lineup tonight, as the first baseman, with Hobson playing right field. Chase Patterson, the guy who wasn't in the lineup at all. And then Bell, as it turned out, could not play tonight. Jacobs swings and misses against Spann. It is 1-2. With Hobson and McDade around, it has been a long time since Jacobs has actually put a glove on. He did so in the second game of the doubleheader back on August 3rd against Southern Maryland, the game that counted toward the first half. Toss over to first base. Aarons is back in.
Boring.
2 outs with a man aboard. Jacobs looking to extend the Barnstormers half of the first inning. What a series for Hobson so far. Here comes the 1-2. Spann to Jacobs. He swings and misses. Mike Jacobs is gone on strikes, but the Barnstormers pick up 1 run. They do it on 2 hits with no errors and a man left. Hobson leaves the ballpark for the 17th time this year. And now through 1 full inning, it is Lancaster 1 and the Bluefish nothing.
After church or before a Sunday ball game, drop by the Federal Tap House in Lancaster for their elegant Sunday brunch. Their brunch menu has something for everyone, which includes options such as stuffed French toast, Tap House Benedict's over burgers, crab cakes or short ribs, breakfast burritos, and huevos rancheros, not to mention select items off of their already great menu, which include their wood-fired pizzas. That's at Federal Tap House, 201 North Queen Street in downtown Lancaster, or at their other location on 2nd Street in Harrisburg. Served from 10:30 a.m. until 2 p.m.
Certain aspects of owning a Lexus can't be conveyed over the radio, like how the hairs on the back of your neck stand up as you reach a hill's summit, or that satisfied grin when you realize you're the only one up there. Which is why the only way to understand the thrill of owning a Lexus is to drive one. At the Golden Opportunity Sales Event, get great offers on the Lexus SUVs, including the NX, RX, and GX. But hurry, the event ends September 5th. See Bobby Rahal Lexus in Mechanicsburg.
Hito Fujier works with a 1-run lead. We go to the top of the second inning. I don't know if Fujier will stay in long enough to be eligible for the win tonight. He got his lone win the other day in a situation where the Barnstormers had the lead. This was in the opener at Somerset on Tuesday. He faced only 1 batter and got the win. You won't see it happen often. But the 1 batter that Fujier faced was Brian Van Kirk. He got him to hit into a double play that ended a Somerset threat, and because of that, the Barnstormers held the lead. And he was ultimately the most effective reliever, just for that 1 act. Jose Heel will come to the plate. The right-handed batting catcher possessed a couple of hits last night, including a double in the 4th inning. The only extra base hit allowed by Justin Jackson in his 6 innings of work. McDade will set the target. Here is the pitch to Heel, and that is a first pitch strike. 5 batters, 5 first pitch strikes thrown by Hito Fujier. Gave up a bunt single to Wellington Dotel last inning with 2 outs. Then struck out Sean Burrows for the last out of the inning. Fujier zeroing in on the target set by McDade. The pitch is strike 2. That got the inside corner. Heel not necessarily in agreement. Nothing into the count. Beautiful night here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Baseball and fireworks to follow. We also gave out cup noodles tonight. 3 packs. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. McDade's going to have to fire down to first base. The out is completed, 2-3. Fougier getting the Bluefish to swing at the pitch in the dirt. He's done it to 2 batters in a row. Now Angeles Nina, the third baseman, will step in. 261 hitter with 3 home runs, 19 runs batted in.
Number 3, Angeles Nina.
Minor league baseball players, college students, young professionals, they have all existed from time to time on the great products, ramen noodles and cup noodles. You just can't get through life without them. 1 out. And Nina will step in, and they're from right here in Lancaster. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Nina goes down 0-1. Just one of those wonderful consumer products. They come in handy and they are tasty. And inexpensive. No balls and 1 strike to Nina. The pitch off the outside corner for a ball, 1-1. I think we were giving out the chicken flavor. I think that's all we had. I don't think the fans coming through the gates had the choice. Nina batting 1-1. Ball 2 is inside. 2 balls and a strike to Nina, who had a home run last night. He hit it off Evan Meek in the 7th inning. There's a fly ball that caught the front lip of the picnic deck. Those happen here very often by right-handed batters, as Nina is. 2-1. McDade will set the target. Fougier ready to bring it. And there's a high drive left center field. This one hit a lot deeper than the one he hit last night, and that ball is going to get all the way out of here. A home run to the deepest part of this ballpark for Angeles Nina. He has tied the game at 1. My goodness. He hit that ball probably 100 feet more than he hit the one here last night. A blast to left center field. Nina has tied this game at 1 apiece. And here is the switch hitting second baseman, Luis Rodriguez, a 241 hitter with 1 home run and 17 knocked in. The 4th home run of the season for Nina, 2 of them in this series. And who knew he had that kind of power in his bat? High pop fly by Rodriguez. Over comes Caleb Gindel. He sets up to make the catch. That is out number 2. Designated hitter Josh Vitters will come to the plate. Vitters at 234 with 5 homers and 24 runs batted in. It's not to say that Nina hit his ball farther than KC did, but it's tough to tell on those home runs to right field. Trust me, KC cleared the tents with plenty to spare. First pitch strike on the outside corner. 0-1 on Vitters, who is the one guy in the Bridgeport lineup that did not play last night. He replaces Jose Cuevas, who was last night's DH. Vitters, right-handed batter, little time in the major leagues with the Cubs. Fougier with the hesitation, breaking ball, that gets there. A second strike, it's 0-2. Josh Vitters from Orange, California, and celebrated a birthday today. He's 27. Swing and a miss. Not the way to treat a guy on his birthday, Hito Fougier. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. Angeles Nina ties up the ball game here in the top of the 2nd. We're through 1.5 in a 1-1 deadlock.
After you juggle the kids, sports, homework, housework, and squeeze in a moment for yourself, there isn't much time left to plan activities to keep your family having fun together. So give yourself a break and head to Strasburg Railroad, where the 45-minute steam train ride is just the beginning. There are family-friendly train events, vintage baseball, shop tours, a steampunk weekend, plus our popular Day Out with Thomas trains. The fun is as endless as your imagination. Reserve your tickets at strasburgrailroad.com.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown is the place where baseball legends live forever. It's where the exciting moments of today stand along the iconic tales of the past. With new exhibits and artifacts telling incredible stories, the Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum is a must-see destination for fans of all ages. Baseball in Cooperstown. Oh my! Plan your visit today. Check out baseballhall.org.
Mike McDade will stride to the plate, leading off the bottom of the second inning. Mike was 1 for 4 last night. He had a single his last trip. Left-hander Matthew Spann ready to go to work. McDade is batting right-handed. Off-speed pitch onto the outside corner. A strike called. It is 0-1. Next delivery. Spann tries the same pitch and misses away. 1-1 to McDade. Kajimoto and Patterson set the follow here in the lower half of the second inning. Spann's 1-1 pitch, grounded foul. McDade went down almost to a knee to try and drive it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Opposing home runs here tonight. Hobson and Nina. 1-2 pitch, check swing and a screamer foul. And caught the very edge of the screen over on the first base side. We've seen some strikeouts tonight. Spann has gotten 2. Fugier has fanned 3. Here's a 1-2. Ball low. McDade stays up there now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hito Fugier has thrown only 5 pitches out of the strike zone through 8 batters. And that's just the way he operates, and he'll give up that home run from time to time. McDade swings and misses. He falls for an off-speed pitch down low. Spann fans his third. Yusuke Kajimoto will come to the plate. Kajimoto batting .244 with no home runs and 7 driven in. Kaji 0 for 8 in his last 3 games. This is the first game he has actually started since Tuesday night at Somerset. 1 out, nobody on base. Spann to Kajimoto, fastball up and away. Ball 1, no strikes. The left-hander kicks, fires. Kajimoto lays off as again Spann is able to dive a pitch down low. 2 balls and no strikes. 25 pitches thrown by Spann so far. That matches Fugier's total. To Kajimoto, here's a 2-0 right there. A strike taken. It is 2-1. Chase Patterson, the Barnstormers right fielder, waits on deck. Patterson caught here last night. The 2-1. Kajimoto looks at a second strike. The count levels. Now at 2-2. Bottom of inning number 2 tonight. Middle game of the series will wrap up this set. 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Kajimoto with a fly ball toward right center field. It's carrying some, but Dotel will go back and reach up a step in front of the track to make the catch. 2 outs. Here's Patterson.
Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 10,
Chase
Patterson.
batting 141 with a home run and 3 runs batted in. When you look what the Barnstormers are without tonight, as Blake Galen is out, and as I understand, he actually hurt his toe the other day, and that's why he has been out the last 2 or 3 days. But Galen is out, Sean Halton out with a hip flexor, and now Josh Bell not in the lineup tonight. There are 3 pretty significant guns not in battle tonight. 1-0, the count to Patterson, who's batting 141. Span to the plate, bouncing ball left side, deep into the hole goes Luis Hernandez. Long throw across, not quite there, and Patterson is on board with an infield base hit. 2 outs into the second inning. Dean Wilson will come to the plate. Hernandez nearly turned a spectacular play from deep in the hole at shortstop, but the throw didn't get all the way to Burrows. It was also slightly late. Wilson will step in. Dean at 154 with 5 runs batted in. Well, the kids are getting a chance to play. Span to the set, and to Wilson low, ball 1, no strikes. The Barnstormers are 11 out. They're not mathematically eliminated by any means. But as well as Sugarland has been playing, it's really difficult to envision the Barnstormers being able to catch them with just 3 head-to-head meetings. Crazier things have happened. Ball 2 is low, 2 balls and no strikes. Barnstormers need to win just about everything they can get their hands on. That's the first part of the formula. To Wilson, 2-0, ball 3 inside. 3-0, Caleb Gindel waits on deck. He failed to reach base back in the first inning. Needs a base hit to set a new Barnstormers franchise record. Wilson bats 3-0. He should be taking here. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner, 3-1. Patterson inching off first base. Wilson awaits the 3-1, and that is hit to center field. Backing up on it is Endy Chavez. He is there to make the play toward right center. Wilson retired. It'll end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Patterson left on at first base. We're done with 2 at Clipper Magazine Stadium tonight, tied at 1.
Let's check it out.
Localflavor.com, local flavor, localflavor.com, local flavor.
Excuse me, are you saying localflavor.com?
Oh yeah, it's where I save big bucks on all kinds of things. Home improvement projects, dining out, family fun, electronics, jewelry, clothing. I even bought my wife a fancy spa package for half price.
Half price?
Yep, you know all the deals you find in Clipper Magazine.
I love Clipper Magazine.
Well, they're all on localflavor.com too. And you can get them right on your phone thanks to localflavor.com's mobile app. Here, take a look.
Well, this app is amazing. Look at all these restaurants, amusement parks, car washes, fitness centers. This is worth sharing about.
Exactly. Localflavor.com online, the Local Flavor mobile app, and Clipper Magazine together. It's like a triple play.
Do the cheer again. I'm in.
Localflavor.com, local flavor. Come on, everybody! Localflavor.com, local flavor. Localflavor.com, local flavor.
Hito Fujier will work a third inning. It'll be Anthony Giansani, Luis Hernandez, and Andy Chavez facing him.
Number 4, Anthony Giansani.
1-1 ball game so far as the two ball clubs have exchanged solo home runs. There have been some other hits, but neither side has had an at-bat with a runner in scoring position this entire game. Those other hits have been singles. There have been no walks. The singles have been spread out. We have yet to see a 1-2-3 inning. Anthony Giansani to start off the third for the Bluefish. Giansani 1 for 4 here last night, a .248 batter with 6 home runs and 33 knocked in on the season. Beautiful night, the sun just about down. Fujier, for the first time, misses with his first pitch to a batter. Ball 1, no strikes on Giansani. Defense plays him slightly around toward the left side. Wilson maybe a step toward the hole. The pitch. Giansani hits a fly ball to center, not terribly far back. Gindel coming on. He is there to make the catch. Fairly easy play to start off here in the third inning. One man out, and we'll go back around to the top of the order. And Luis Hernandez, he flied out the left field in the opening inning.
Now batting the shortstop, Luis Hernandez.
Joe Gardner will make the start tomorrow against David Kubiak. Gardner making his first start back at home since rejoining the Barnstormers. Kubiak 6-3. One out, nobody on board. The switch hitting Hernandez stepping in. Hito brings it home, and again he is low with his first pitch. 2 in a row. Hit the panic button. Ball 1, no strikes on Hernandez. Andy Chavez, the center fielder, waits on deck. Ball 2. And this is a first for the ball game, a 2-0 count from Hito Fujier. But he's starting the second time through the batting order. And McDade know they're facing a lineup that's got a number of experienced hitters. I have to change the approach at least somewhat. Hernandez twirling the bat in his hand and then steps back away. My goodness, I think he would have just won a baton competition. I couldn't see all of it because Carlos Daño Jr. was in my way, but that looked impressive. I got to see that again. Could take that act on the road. 2 balls, no strikes, and it is outside. Make it 3-0 now on Hernandez. Fujier in danger of actually walking somebody. Hernandez leveling the bat across the plate. 1 out, nobody on in the third. Fujier into the motion. The pitch, he gets it there. 3-1. Hernandez grabs some dirt, rubs it on his gloves, the bat. 3 balls and a strike to a guy who's a slap hitter. The pitch, chopper toward the middle, hustling over Kajimoto. He'll set, he'll make the throw, and he'll get him. Oh, what a brilliant play by Kaji. Wonderfully done. Put a star by that one in the scorebook. The out goes 4-3. 2 outs in the inning.
Center fielder Andy Chavez.
And I'm sure that Hito Fujier just yelled out arigato. 2 down. Andy Chavez, the center fielder, steps in. Chavez grounded out, 3 unassisted, back in the first inning. 2 outs, nobody on base after a splendid defensive play by Yusuke Kajimoto. Hernandez is not slow. Yusuke Kajimoto a long way to his right, got the high bounce up the middle, spun and threw him out. Low to Chavez. Ball one, no strikes. Defense has Endy played straight away. Fujier to Chavez. Hanny is off the outside corner, 2-0. Just not throwing the strikes with the regularity he had been earlier in the game. Two and 0 on Chavez, native of Venezuela. Here's the pitch. We had a strike taken on the outside corner. We go to 2-1. Kansas City, Montreal, Washington, Philadelphia, the Mets, Seattle, Texas, Baltimore, and back to Seattle for Chavez. 1,151 major league games. And a very gracious guy. 2-1 pitch outside, 3 balls and a strike. 278 career batting average. Best season, 06 with the Mets. Here's a 3-1 to him, fouled back. It'll fill the count on Chavez. 3 balls and 2 strikes. He's been to the postseason 3 different years. The Mets in 06, Texas in 11, and the Orioles in 12. And it's always a treat for everybody in this league when you get a man of Chavez's stature coming through here. 3-2, Fujier to the plate, got him with a breaking ball, a swing and a miss. A 1-2-3 inning for Hitoshi Fujier with some assistance from Yusuke Kajimoto on a great play turned in against Luis Hernandez. Nothing across in the top of the third. We're through 2.5. Stormers 1, Bridgeport 1.
Let's welcome back the second most famous groundhog in Pennsylvania. So, Gus, if you were a superhero, what would your name be and what power would you have?
Well, I'm a groundhog, so I'd like to fly. And I'd be Wonder Gus.
Much like Wonder Bucks, the new instant game from the Pennsylvania Lottery with top prizes of $300 grand.
Now that's a super prize.
Until next time, folks.
Keep on scratching.
The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
It's nice out and you just want to relax after a day at work. The Lancaster Barnstormers have a great idea. For Monday through Thursday home games, the Barnstormers have super dinner and a ball game deals at Clipper Magazine Stadium. On Monday, join us for an all-you-can-eat pork barbecue dinner in the Hess's Picnic Pavilion, or choose chicken on Tuesday, all for just $20, including your game ticket. And new on Monday, it's pizza, beer, and pinball all night long. Then on Wednesdays, it's Hatfield hot dogs for just $1 each, with 2-for-1 burgers on Thursdays. Call 717-509-HITS or go to LancasterBarnstormers.com for more details.
Caleb Gindel steps in against Matthew Spann for the second time tonight. Gindel is 0 for 1. Well, the hitting streak has not yet been continued. Defense will play Caleb straight away. Grounded to short on the first pitch Spann threw tonight. A breaking ball gets the plate. It is 0-1. Gindel will be challenged tonight. He's hit just .268 off of lefties. Here's the 0-1. And the fastball runs outside. Ball 1, strike 1. Trayvon Robinson and Casey Hobson following here in the third inning. Spann to the plate. Gindel takes ball 2 down low. 2 balls and a strike. Meanwhile, Ben Anchef begins to throw in the Barnstormers bullpen. So it appears we'll see him in the fourth inning, his pro debut. 2-1. Outside and low to Gindel. 3 balls and a strike. Looking to get on to start off the third inning is Gindel. Span with the 3-1 pitch. Gindel rolls it to shortstop. Hernandez will dig and throw, and Gindel is cut down for the second straight time, 6-3. So it lessens the likelihood that that streak is going to be extended. Trayvon Robinson will step in. Robinson, a strikeout victim, back in the first inning. Span has fanned 3. Fugier has gotten 4. Ground ball down the line at third, smothered nicely by Nina, and he'll fire on. Put a star by that one in the scorebook. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the third inning. What hasn't Angeles Nina done here tonight? Boy, he's been a marvel on the Bridgeport side. 2 are down, and Hobson will step in. KC hit a ball out of sight to right field back in the first inning. Around the far left side of the tents. And cleared by Plenty. 2 outs, nobody on base. Span to Hobson in the dirt and beyond. Ball 1 and no strikes. Ball skipped all the way past heel. 2 outs, bases clear. The outs coming on ground balls here in the third inning. Robinson, when he first hit that ball, had to think that he owned a double. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Hobson again in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. Kevin Aaron's on deck. Lancaster and Bridgeport battling at 1-1. The Bluefish are a game and a half behind Somerset in the Liberty Division race. No shot at a wild card for the Bluefish. 3-0 now to Hobson. Another pitch down low. The wind, 3-0. He gets the green light and wraps a ground ball right to Burrows. 3 unassisted. Hobson cut down, nothing across in the lower half of the third inning. We've completed 3 tonight here at Clipper Magazine Stadium in a 1-1 tie.
Team presented by Jimmy John's.
Hey kids, thanks to Isaacs, you can be part of the Barnstormers. The Isaacs Barnyard Bunch is quite a deal. You get lawn vouchers for 6 games, 6 kids park passes, the chance to go on the field with your Barnstormers during the national anthem on 2 different nights, and a Barnyard Bunch t-shirt. But there's more. Any Barnyard Bunch member will get 2 vouchers for kids meals at your favorite Lancaster County Isaacs Deli. You get all of this for only $25. Even better, if you sign up at your local Isaacs, you save $5 more. So join the Barnyard Bunch today.
It's baseball season, and no one is more excited about that than we here at Lancaster Bible College, proud sponsor of Lancaster Barnstormers baseball. At Lancaster Bible College, you can earn your associate's, bachelor's, master's, seminary, or doctoral degrees through a distinctly biblical lens in areas like leadership, communication, business administration, social work, education, pastoral studies, music, and many more. Find out how you can take the next step in your educational journey to earn a degree from LBC. Visit us on the web at lbc.edu. We look forward to seeing you at Barnstormers games this season.
Ben Anchev.
Ben Anchev has come into the ball game now for the Lancaster Barnstormers. This is his pro debut, and again, it's a great story and one that went viral on the internet a little over a year ago when he was pitching for St. Thomas University in NAIA and doing quite nicely. They were in the NAIA World Series a year ago. Anchef is a guy who not only played baseball in high school, but was also a heavyweight wrestler and a defensive tackle up at Williams Valley High School in Tower City. And he was all-state in all 3 sports. He is a very large man. There is no getting around that. He is 300 pounds, likely over 300 pounds. And Wellington Dotel is the first batter he gets to face in the Atlantic League. Dotel already has a bunt single here tonight. We'll see if he tries to bunt on Ben Anchef, which would seem to be the natural thing to do. And he does square to bunt, then takes a strike on the outside corner. It is 0-1. But Anchef, in video footage we have seen, says, yeah, everybody tries it. It's an easy out for me. 0-1, the count to Dotel. Ben Anchef with his family on hand tonight. They drove down from Williamstown. There's a bunt, and it's off of Anchef's glove, and he can't get to it, nor can Kajimoto. And for the second straight at bat, Dotel is on with a bunt single. It was a push bunt up the first base side. Anchef went for it, ended up diving. Dotel beats it out. Leadoff man aboard. Now we'll see what kind of a move that Anchef might have. Dotel has 10 stolen bases on the year. Leadoff man aboard in the 4th. Here is Sean Burrows, the first baseman, a strikeout victim back in the 1st inning. Anchef will work out of a slide step, and Burrows lays down a bunt. Anchef will get to it, spin, throw, and not get Burrows. A bunt single again. Runners are at 1st and 2nd with nobody out. And the catcher, Jose Heel, will step to the plate. Heel, a strikeout victim, back in the 2nd inning.
Catcher Jose Heel.
Bridgeport sensing an opportunity, and the Bluefish certainly have laid down a couple of quality bunts here. Heel will step in, and we'll see if he drops one down. Hobson creeps in over at 1st. Aaron's playing straight up at 3rd. Nobody out in the inning. Right-hander from the slide step deals. It's outside to Heel. Ball 1, no strikes. Fougier went the first 3. He gave up 2 hits, 1 run on the home run by Nina. Didn't walk anybody and struck out 4. We're tied at 1. Bridgeport threatens here in the 4th inning. 1 ball, no strikes on Heel. Anchef from the set. He'll bring it home. This is sliced foul down the right field line up into the seats. Ball 1, strike 1. The right-hander getting an opportunity here in the Atlantic League. Started his college career at the University of Georgia. Didn't see a lot of action his freshman year. Bounced around, went to junior college to Central Arkansas. Settled in at St. Thomas. 1 ball, 1 strike. There goes Dotel. The pitch in the dirt outside. McDade can't get a throw off. Dotel with a stolen base, his 11th of the season. Jose Heel batting at 2-1. No matter what way you slice it, Anchef is a great story because he wasn't expected to survive his first few hours of life out of the womb. He was born prematurely and required an experimental procedure. And they got him through. Ball 3 is outside, 3-1, to go on and become a great 3-sport high school athlete here in the area. Dotel at 3rd, Burrows the runner at first base. Nobody out in the inning. It is 3 balls and a strike on Jose Heel. Anchef threw on the side for Rich Rundles a few weeks back. Swing and a miss. It's 3-2. And he's got velocity. There's no question about that. He's been known to throw into the 90s, and that was what attracted the Barnstormers. And boy, with all the openings this week, Dela Cruz is down. Peter's still not quite ready to come back. Evans and Doyle signing. It presented the opportunity. Here's the 3-2. He has walked Heel. The bases are now loaded, and Angeles Nina will come to the plate. Nina with a home run to left center field back in the second inning. And Anchef needs some outs. We are going to get a mound visit. Ross Peoples, who is acting as the pitching coach tonight, is on his way out to the hill. We'll note the timeout on the scorecard. Ross going over a plan with the man who is just 24 years of age. I'm sure that his pro debut is not necessarily going the way he dreamt. But he still has a chance to get out of this inning. It will take some doing, but he has the chance. Nina will step in. Angeles Nina 2 for 5 in the series. Both have been home runs. The infield will set up double play depth. Dotel is at third, Burrows at second, Heel the runner at first, and Nina steps in. Anchef from the slide step brings it home. Bouncer down the third base line. A foul ball. Nina missed by very little. No balls and a strike. Gorgeous Saturday evening here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Barnstormers in Bridgeport involved in a 1-1 deadlock. Infield looking to turn 2. York is up 5-0 over Long Island in the 4th. Pitch high and inside, and that hits Nina, forcing in a run. It's 2-1. Dotel comes home. Everybody else forced up a base. Second baseman Luis Rodriguez comes in. Rodriguez fly to center back in the second inning. Southern Maryland with a 3-1 lead over Sugar Land, bottom 4 tonight, trying to slow down the Skeeters at least for a night. First pitch missing outside to Rodriguez. Ball 1 here. 1-0. New Britain up 1-0 over Somerset. That's in the 4th. Tickles the outside corner. The next offering from Anchef and to Rodriguez. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. The Barnstormers have more action down in the bullpen. 2 bunt singles, a walk, and a hit batter here in the top of the 4th inning. Big guys, I'm sure, have butterflies as well. Rodriguez awaiting the 1-1. Anchef deals, fouled away. It is 1-2. Designated hitter Josh Vitters is the man on deck. Bridgeport has taken a 2-1 lead here in the 4th inning. Anchef and the defense behind him trying to limit the harm here. And a 1-2 offering is fouled down the left side. Onto the hill. The count continues at 1-2. Mike McDade has to try and figure out how to work the youngster through this. A guy that Mike basically met yesterday. Here's the 1-2, up and away, 2-2, unless Mike caught the bullpen, which he may have, but still not exactly a long-standing relationship. McDade's going to go out and have a word about signs. That one may have crossed him up. Carlos Dano out there to make sure this does not count as a timeout. It does not. Luis Rodriguez batting at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The runner at third is Burrows. At second is Heel. At first is Nina. Rodriguez batting 2-2, and the pitch, ground ball shortstop. Wilson to Aarons, and on to first, a double play. A run will score. Burrows is home. Rodriguez grounds into the 6-4-3 double play. It makes it a 3-1 ball game. And leaves Heel at third with 2 outs for Josh Vitters. Vitters, a strikeout victim, back in the second inning. The bunt base hits set it up. Nobody's hit Antchev very well. The pitch to Vitters, a fastball for a strike. It is 0-1. Right-hander comes back, gets a ground ball to third. Pounding the glove is Aarons, and he will fire on. That's 5-3 for the final out. And it settles down for Ben Antchev after Ross Peoples goes to the mound. A 2-run inning on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. Bottom half of the 4th inning coming up here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Bridgeport leading 3-1.
Once again, thank you, Lancaster. With your support, we are once again the #1 dealer in our district, according to a recent Mitsubishi report. Hi, this is Richard Bennett, co-owner of Lancaster Mitsubishi. To continue our success through the month of May, Ally Financial is offering 0% financing for up to 72 months on select models. And don't forget, with over 25 different lenders and rebates and incentives from Mitsubishi, we can put you into a brand new car with absolutely 0 money down. And if you purchase a vehicle from us in the month of May, Lancaster Mitsubishi has partnered with the Lancaster Barnstormers to give you tickets to the Lancaster Mitsubishi Suite. So Lancaster, make your way to Lancaster Mitsubishi and become part of our story. As always, all sales come with our famous LLM Club, lifetime state safety inspections and car washes as long as you own the vehicle. We are located on the corner of McGovern Avenue and North Prince Street next to the train station. You know we have what you deserve.
Matthew Spann working with a lead as we go to the 4th inning for the Barnstormers. Aarons, Jacobs, and McDade will step in. Kevin Aarons, single to left field, his first time up. Ground ball off the glove of Angeles Nina. Mike Jacobs and Mike McDade to follow. Barnstormers are limited roster-wise and available healthy body-wise every which way here tonight. To Aarons, first pitch strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Kevin sits safely in 18 out of 20. Fastball misses away. Spann working at a ball and a strike. At 3 outs in a row last inning with help from his third baseman Angeles Nina on a diving stop against Trayvon Robinson. Aarons gets a ball in the dirt. It is 2-1. Spann has struck out 3, hasn't walked anybody. Working with a lead against the Barnstormers tonight. Here's a 2-1. Aarons fouls it to the right and out of play. We go to 2-2.
And that one found the window, and that means a little work for your insurance company. Make sure you contact Hostetler Insurance for all your insurance needs.
Left-hander to the motion and to the plate. Soft line drive. Up for it goes Hernandez, the shortstop with the play. 1 out. Hernandez very quickly to his right with the leaping backhanded catch. Aaron's trying to muscle a ball out the left field. He didn't hit it squarely. Here is Mike Jacobs, a strikeout victim, back in the first inning. On the Major League scoreboard, the Dodgers have polished off the Chicago Cubs. 3-2 is the final score. San Diego and Miami scoreless bottom of the third. Miami with 6 hits in 2 2/3 innings and still not a run. Ball 1 low to Jacobs, 1-0. Pirates trail Milwaukee 5-1, bottom half of the third inning. Perez with a couple of home runs for the Brewers. Mets are up 2-1 over the Phils in the bottom of the third. Cabrera, another home run for New York. His third of the series. Called strike. It is 1-1 to Jacobs. St. Louis up 1-0 over Oakland. That is in the bottom of the third. Cincinnati is batting in the first at Arizona. 1-1. Jacobs rolls it foul off the end of the bat. Up the third base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Atlanta's at San Francisco. Earlier today, Colorado scored 5 runs in the 11th inning to defeat the Washington Nationals 9-4 after Bryce Harper was ejected from the game. Big breaking pitch, doesn't get back. It chases Jacobs from his post. 2-2. Over in the American League, Toronto beat Minnesota 8-7. The Yankees crushed the Orioles again. What a story. Gary Sanchez, 11 home runs in 18 games for the Yankees. Ball 3 fired outside. Looked like that ball got stuck in Span's hand. Pulled it across his body. Well wide of the plate, 3-2. Well, the Yankees win 13-5 despite 2 home runs by Chris Davis and 1 by Mark Trumbo. Payoff pitch on the way to Jacobs. Here is the 3-2 offering. Breaking ball grounded foul past the first base coaching box. The count remains full. White Sox tonight lead Seattle 2-1, bottom 4. Houston up 4-0 over Tampa Bay in the third. The Angels have Detroit down 3-1 in the bottom of the third inning. Boston 4, Kansas City 2 in the third. Cleveland and Texas no score, bottom half of the first inning. Here's the payoff to Jacobs. That is lined toward the middle. Played on a bounce by Hernandez out of the shift. His throw will get Jacobs 2 outs. And a very nice play again by Luis Hernandez, who's been able to go to both his left and his right to get a couple of quick outs here in the 4th inning. That leaves it all to Mike McDade. This Barnstormers catcher struck out back in the 2nd inning. The affiliated minor league season ends in 9 days. Some of the ex-Barnstormers have had pretty good years. Swing and a miss by McDade. It is 0-1 against Span. 6 outs in a row for the left-hander. His defense solid behind him. Ball 1 high and inside. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Way out there. McDade given the edge at 2-1. Zach Collier got to AAA this year. He hasn't done well there. He's hitting below 200. Bouncer left side, scooped by Nina. The defense for Bridgeport in a very good rhythm here. McDade is retired 5-3, nothing across in the bottom half of the 4th inning. At the end of 4 at Clipper Magazine Stadium, Bridgeport leading 3-1.
The Federal Tap House is a great place to stop by after a Barnstormers game and continue your enjoyable evening in downtown Lancaster. Featuring 100 beers on tap, including many craft beers from here in Central PA, the Federal Tap House has something for everyone's palate, not to mention a full bar and elegant wine selection for the non-beer geeks in the group. For the entire lineup of brews, check online at federaltaphouse.com. That's at Federal Tap House, 201 North Queen Street, just blocks from Clipper Magazine Stadium or at their other location in Harrisburg.
Certain aspects of owning a Lexus just can't be conveyed over the radio, like the way your pupils dilate when you hit the accelerator, or how you hold your breath just before a tight curve. Which is why the only way to understand the thrill of owning a Lexus is to drive one. At the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event, get great offers on some of our F-Sport models, including the IS, GS, and RC. But hurry, the event ends September 5th. See Bobby Ray Hall Lexus in Mechanicsburg.
R.J. Hively takes over in the 5th inning for the Barnstormers. Benny Anchev in his Atlantic League debut worked an inning. He gave up 2 hits, both on bunts. 1 run, he walked 1, hit a batter, didn't strike out anybody. Was able to get out of deeper trouble, settled down on the mound and got 2 ground balls for 3 outs. The inning could have been worse. Anthony Giansanti leads off the 5th against Hively. Giansanti flied out to center field, his first trip tonight. RJ coming off absorbing the loss in the series finale Thursday at Somerset. 1-6 for the year, a 6.39 ERA. This is his 42nd appearance. He's given up 104 hits in 74 2/3 innings. First pitch strike to Giansanti, his one-time Bridgeport teammate. It is 0-1. 3-1 Bridgeport leading here in the 5th inning. Now the Barnstormers have to use a lot of the bullpen tonight. Johnny Drozd is also going to throw for a while, that I do know. 0-1, swing and a miss, fastball past Giansanti. Hively quickly ahead 0-2. Luis Hernandez and Endy Chavez at the top of the order will follow in this 5th inning. No balls, 2 strikes to Giansanti. Target set by McDade. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Hively is bringing it. A 3-pitch strikeout for the burly R.J. Hively, 1 away. Luis Hernandez will come in. Hernandez is fly to left and grounded to second on a dazzling play by Yusuke Kajimoto. One out, bases clear. The offering right there, strike 4 from Hively. He's not messing around out there tonight. Nothing in 1, the count on the switch hitting Hernandez. Next pitch, just missing. Ball 1, strike 1. Long Island follows. The Ducks come in on Monday, a 5-game, 4-day series, doubleheader at 6 o'clock Tuesday. Foul back to the screen. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. So it's Fill Your Tummy Tuesday with a doubleheader. So if you ever wanted to just engage in an all-out ballpark food fest, Tuesday night's the night. Hernandez bats 1 and 2. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Hively blows a fastball past Luis Hernandez. 2 outs here in the 5th, and Endy Chavez will be the batter. Chavez is grounded out and struck out tonight. 6 strikeouts for the Barnstormers pitching staff in the game against a ball club that doesn't strike out often. Only 4 Ks for the Barnstormers staff last night. Jackson had 2 in 6 innings. Evan Meek and Pete Andrelzik with 1 each. Chavez will dig in. McDade sets the target, Hively ready to go, and Andy Chavez drives the ball out the left field. Over goes Trayvon Robinson for the catch. Quickly to his left, Hively with an 8-pitch 1-2-3 inning in the top half of the 5th. He gets rid of the Bluefish in a hurry. Bottom 5 coming up. It is the Bluefish 3 and the Stormers 1.
Localflavor.com, local flavor. Localflavor.com, local flavor.
Excuse me, are you saying localflavor.com?
Oh, yeah, it's where I save big bucks on all kinds of things. Home improvement projects, dining out, family fun, electronics, jewelry, clothing. I even bought my wife a fancy spa package for half price.
Half price?
Yep, you know all the deals you find in Clipper Magazine.
I love Clipper Magazine.
Well, they're all on localflavor.com too. And you can get them right on your phone thanks to localflavor.com's mobile app. Here, take a look.
Well, this app is amazing. Look at all these restaurants, amusement parks, car washes, fitness centers. This is worth sharing about.
Exactly. Localflavor.com online, the Local Flavor mobile app, and Clipper Magazine together. It's like a triple play.
Do the cheer again. I'm in.
Localflavor.com, local flavor. Come on, everybody! Localflavor.com, local flavor. Localflavor.com, local flavor.
For the Barnstormers, Kajimoto, Patterson, and Wilson are scheduled against Matthew Spann here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bridgeport owns a 3-1 lead on a solo home run in the 2nd by Angeles Nina, who also drove in another run being hit by a pitch in the 4th. And the 3rd run scored on a ground ball double play. Yusuke Kajimoto leading off. He fly to right field his first time up. He shortens the bunt and then looks at a ball high and outside, 1-0. Spann getting toward that opportunity to win here tonight. Kajimoto squares again. This time the pitch finds the strike zone. It is 1-1. Defense fanned out against Kaji. The 3rd baseman, Nina, has to play the bunt. Here's the 1-1 offering, and a 2nd strike is called at the knees. 1-2 on Kajimoto. Spann has retired 7 in a row since an infield single to the hole at shortstop by Patterson. Here's a 1-2. Kajimoto, ground ball toward the middle. Over on it goes Hernandez. He'll spin, throw, and return the favor. Kajimoto with a nice defensive play to retire Hernandez in the 3rd, and Hernandez gets Kaji here in the 5th inning, and we are seeing some great infield defense from both sides, but more recently turned in by Bridgeport here tonight. They've got a veteran and very mobile infield. The Barnstormers can't get anything through. 1 out, Patterson the batter. Hernandez almost got him from shallow left field in the 2nd inning. The throw just had enough on it to chase a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Spann can live like this the whole night. Swing and a miss. Patterson falls behind 0-2. Let the Barnstormers put the ball in play. The infielders will get everything. That's the way it's gone for 7 straight batters. 0-2, Patterson drives it out the left. This one is manageable for Giansani. 9 outs in a row for Matthew Spann. 2 gone, Dean Wilson the batter. At one point last night, Ross Seaton retired 15 in a row. His final 15, in fact. Dean Wilson comes in. Hit the ball fairly well to center back in the 2nd inning. guy wouldn't necessarily expect to hit a home run here, but you don't know what that porch and right. He does have a little power. We've seen Dean with 3 doubles. First pitch strike from Span. It is 0-1. The left-hander comes back, kicks. There's a line drive. Diving catch made by Hernandez. He won't let anything get through. He's Martin Brodeur out there. He's Patrick Waugh. Put a star by that one in the scorebook. Nothing across for the Barnstormers in the bottom of the 5th. Hernandez putting on a show at shortstop. We'll go to the 6th inning with the score 3-1 in favor of Bridgeport.
Radio broadcaster Dave Collins, your winner.
Hi everyone, Adam Gocknauer here from Gocknauer Appliances, proud to be a sponsor yet again for our hometown Lancaster Barnstormers. We support them on the field and every one of you across Lancaster County with the very best appliances in the area. We are proud to be in our 67th year and 4 generations of family ownership, all to serve you and take care of all your appliance needs. Come see us at 5939 Main Street in East Petersburg or on our website at gocknauers.com.
After you juggle the kids, sports, homework, housework, and squeeze in a moment for yourself, there isn't much time left to plan activities to keep your family having fun together. So give yourself a break and head to Strasburg Railroad, where the 45-minute steam train ride is just the beginning. There are family-friendly train events, vintage baseball, shop tours, a steampunk weekend, plus our popular Day Out with Thomas trains. The fun is as endless as your imagination. Reserve your tickets at strasburgrailroad.com.
Here's Wellington Dotel to start the 6th inning against RJ Hively. Does he bunt on him too? He's done it to Fougier, he's done it to Anchev. First pitch here is a strike, 0-1. Hively with a 1-2-3 inning in the 5th, including a pair of strikeouts. The Barnstormers, meanwhile, keep wailing away at the baseball and cannot get anything past Nina and Hernandez over on the left side of the infield. My goodness, they put on a show. To Dotel, here's the 0-1. Jumps out of the way of an inside fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hernandez made really good plays on Jacobs and Kajimoto, and then a sparkling diving catch against Dean Wilson. Back in the 3rd inning, Robinson denied on a diving backhanded stop by Nina. Dotel at that classic wide open stance, awaiting the 1-1 pitch, hammered out the left field. Robinson going back, leaps up, can't get it. The ball sailed over his head. Dotel sprinting for second, he's in with a double. The Wellington Dotel swinging away here in the 6th inning, and a line drive that sailed on Trayvon Robinson. Not that Robinson did anything incorrectly on that. He went back as quickly as he could, tried to make the leaping catch, but the ball scaled his glove, and the leadoff runner ends up at second base. Sean Burrows to the plate. He is struck out and bunted his way on for a base hit. Barnstormers with a home run back in the 1st inning and very little else against Span. Runner at second base. And the pitch to Burrows, tapped up the 3rd baseline. Tough play, Aaron's, no chance. A swinging bunt for Sean Burrows this time. Sean Burrows is 5 for 7 in this series, and only 1 ball has gotten out of the infield. 4 infield hits for Burrows, who's not fast. 1st and 3rd, nobody out. Jose Heel will come to the plate. Heel is struck out and walked. York has increased its lead over Long Island to 9-0. The Ducks, a team in trouble. Last night they got some great work from Nick Struck, but they're going to have a hard time piecing together enough pitching to get them through a playoff series as it stands right now. Hively to heel, fastball up and in, ball one, no strikes. But it's the Ducks. They'll come up with a couple of guys out of the Can-Am League. Meanwhile, Southern Maryland leads Sugarland 4-1 in the sixth. Bouncer back to the mound. Hively drops it for a moment, but he's still going to be able to get the out at first after freezing Dotel. Hill is retired 1-3. Burrows ahead to second. At second and third, one away. And here is Nina, who already has 2 runs batted in tonight. But Sugarland tonight has run into Brian Grenning. And it is not out of the question that Grenning could end up being the pitcher of the year in the Atlantic League. He has been marvelous as of late for Southern Maryland, and potentially could end up winning the ERA title, but he's got to throw a fair number of innings here down the stretch. Tanina, fastball away. Ball one and no strikes. Second baseman Luis Rodriguez waits on deck. 3-1 here. Bridgeport leading in the sixth. At third, Dotel. At second, Burrows. The Barnstormers are playing the infield back, and generally you wouldn't see Lancaster do that in this situation. But I think that Rich Rundles wants outs here tonight. 1-0 pitch, breaks across the inside corner, 1-1, because of the pitching plight. You've got Joe Gardner going tomorrow. Joe probably limited to 5 or 6 innings. He went 4 on Tuesday. Angeles Nina batting 1-1 against R.J. Hively. Here's the pitch, fly ball right field, hit pretty well. Back on this Patterson. He'll have that ball get away from him on the track. Dotel has scored, Burrows is coming, and it's 5-1. Patterson was silhouetted against the scoreboard.
Second baseman Luis
And
Rodriguez.
Joel Schreiner looking at me, and I look back at him. That ball come out of the glove, or did it hit the scoreboard on the fly? And neither one of us knows. What we do know is that Dotel and Burrows are home, and Nina stands at second base. It's going down as an error. There will be a sac fly and an RBI. And we're going to have to watch a replay on that. That could easily be overturned. I couldn't tell either. The ball hit right to the scoreboard, into the lights of the board out there. There's a ground ball through the left side. Base hit for Rodriguez. Charging around is Nina. Here's Patterson's throw. McDade will get the tag on for out number 2. Chase Patterson coming up with a big throw to cut down Angeles Nina for the second out of the inning. Rodriguez up the second on the throw home. 5-1 the score. Josh Vitters will come to the plate. Vitters is 0 for 2. He has struck out and grounded out. A beautiful throw by Patterson, and McDade handled it very, very nicely. Hively delivers the pitch, a fastball inside to Vitters. Ball 1 and no strikes. Bridgeport leading by 4 tonight here in the 6th inning. One 0 pitch, slammed toward the gap, right center field. That is past Gindel all the way to the fence. Rodriguez coming around to score. He'll be replaced at second by Vitters, and it is now 6-1. Bridgeport breaking it open here in the top half of the sixth inning. Hively has given up 4 hits in the inning. And now 3 runs. Vitters at second base with 2 gone. And here is Giansani, who's 0 for 2. Hively threw so hard last inning that he may have just worn himself out. He may have just been good for 1 inning with the stuff he had, but the Barnstormers need him for 2, and relievers get into that 1-inning mode. And when they have to go beyond it, it can be difficult. And Bridgeport has really come to life against him here in the 6th inning. 4 hits and 3 runs, another man thrown out at the plate. No balls, 1 strike to Giansani, facing Hively for the second time, and Hively gets the fastball across on a check swing. It's 0-2. Giansani struck out back in the 5th inning. And the Barnstormers are amazingly short on arms right now. Johnny Droz begins to throw in the bullpen for Lancaster. Fly ball left field. Trayvon Robinson will camp underneath this one. He'll put it away. There's your final out, but it's 3 runs in the inning on 4 hits and an error. 1 runner left in scoring position. We'll go to the bottom half of the 6th inning here tonight with the score. The Bridgeport Bluefish 6 and the Lancaster Barnstormers 1.
Hi, this is Hall of Famer Carlton Fisk. Make your plans today to visit Cooperstown and the Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum.
There it goes, a long drive. If it stays fair, home run.
Reconnect with your memories of the game and make new memories with your family. Check out baseballhall.org today for more information.
Carlton Fisk had a lot of little boy in him right there, Joe.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum, preserving history, honoring excellence, and connecting generations.
Let's welcome back the second most famous groundhog in Pennsylvania. So, Gus, if you were a superhero, what would your name be and what power would you have?
Well, I'm a groundhog, so I'd like to fly. And I'd be Wonder Gus.
Much like Wonder Bucks, the new instant game from the Pennsylvania Lottery with top prizes of $300 grand.
Now that's a super prize.
Until next time, folks.
Keep on scratching.
The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
So here's Caleb Gindel to start the 6th. He's 0 for 2 tonight against Span. The pitch in for a called strike, 0-1. The hitting streak is on the line. Gindel will get up this inning, and once more, outside and low, a ball and a strike. Span has retired 10 in a row. Largely because the defense behind him has been golden, and he knows how to use it. 3 hits for the Barnstormers, all in the first 2 innings. To Gindel, up and away. 2 balls and a strike to the Barnstormers center fielder, Trayvon Robinson, and Casey Hobson to follow at 6-1 Bridgeport here in the 6th inning. The 2-1, Gindel lays off, ball 3 is up and in. Span risks giving up his first walk of the game. Defense fanned out here to Gindel, the 3-1 pitch. High fly ball to left. Drifting back on this is Giansani, but he's got to play. Gindel is 0 for 3. They'll get one more shot. Trayvon Robinson will step in. Robinson is struck out, and he is grounded to third on a diving play made by Angeles Nina. Spann is dealing strikes, and the defense is playing behind him. Lancaster has not gotten anything through for the last 11 batters, and there have been 3 or 4 excellent plays behind Matthew Spann. To Trayvon, a swing and a miss. It is 0-1. Lancaster has only scored on home runs in this series, 7 runs total. On 5 long balls, 3 by the man on deck, Casey Hobson. Here's a pitch, chopper on the left side. Nina will cut this one off and then bobble it. Robinson steams across first, he is safe. And Bridgeport with a miscue. E5 will be charged to Angeles Nina. Hobson will come to the plate, and we'll see if KC can do some damage. Hobson cranked a home run out of here back in the first inning, his 17th of the season. Last time up on a 3-0 pitch, he grounded out to the first baseman Burrows. Bridgeport 6, Lancaster 1, lower half of the 6th inning. Robinson, the runner at first base with just 1 out. Spann working out of the stretch for the first time since the 2nd inning, brings home a pitch and he's low with it. Ball 1 and no strikes. Barnstormers have been out hit 8-3 in the ball game tonight. Again, Lancaster playing without some of its big weapons. Galen, Halton, and Bell all out of the lineup. Here's the 1-0, pop-up foul. That will carry to the seats on the third base side. To Hobson, 1 ball and 1 strike. Left-hander to the plate. Hobson takes ball 2 outside. The pitch eludes the grasp of Jose Heel for a moment. Two and 1. Pickoff attempt at first base. Trayvon Robinson is back in. Nina will get a sac fly and 1 run driven in. There's a ground ball, base hit into right field for Hobson. Robinson up the 2nd. Kevin Ahrens with a chance to get this ball game a lot closer. Ahrens tonight has singled and hit a soft line drive, flagged by the shortstop Hernandez, who has been everywhere. Two on with 1 out, and for the first time all night, the Barnstormers will bat with a runner in scoring position. Matthew Spann to the set. He is low to Ahrens. Ball 1 and no strikes. Unofficially, I have Spann for 82 pitches here in the 6th inning. No official action in the Bridgeport bullpen. Now Spann is charged with a balk, and that'll take away the double play possibility. And as is typically the case, a balk call will prompt a question from the manager. Luis Rodriguez comes out, and Rodriguez is saying, no, he didn't. He and Carlos Dano get into it slightly. But Dano interpreted a move from Spann as a balk. Kevin Ahrens batting with 2 men in scoring position. The count is 1-0 to him. A base hit could make this a 6-3 contest. Defense, of course, laying back here with the 5-run lead. Ahrens gets ball 2 upstairs. It is 2-0. Lancaster has a chance here in the 6th inning. Robinson up the line from third. Hobson off second base. Ahrens awaits the 2-0. Span to the plate, ball 3 missing. Designated hitter Mike Jacobs waits on deck. There is 1 out here. Kindle flying to deep left, opening the inning. See if Ahrens takes here at 3-0. Span ready to go. The pitch inside, ball 4. They're loaded for Jacobs. Spanish is his first walk of the game. Jesse Litch is going to call for time and head out to have a word with Span. They'll discuss how to pitch Jacobs. But the bases loaded this year. Mike looking for his first hit. Robinson's at third, Hobson's at second, Ahrens aboard at first. The biggest jam that Matthew Span has been in this game. Jacobs batting. If he can reach, Mike McDade would step in as the potential tying run. Big at bat for Jacobs. Jacobs has struck out and been one of many robbed by the man who has been a serial thief tonight, the shortstop Luis Hernandez. 0 for 2 in the ball game. Big moment here to Jacobs. First pitch, fly ball left field toward the line. Giansani is over. He will make the catch. Tagging is Robinson. Here comes a throw home, and he's safe. Heel tumbling back to try and get Trayvon Robinson, who comes across with the second Barnstormers run of the night. An unearned tally against Matthew Span, but it's now 6-2 on the Mike Jacobs sacrifice fly. The other runners stay put. And here is McDade. Mike is 0 for 2. I thought the crowd looked nearly the same as last night. It's because it is nearly the same as last night. Last night 53-45, tonight 53-07. McDade batting with 2 outs, runners at first and second. Here is the pitch, and Mike takes at the knees, strike 1. Span will take that sacrifice fly. Gets him the second out of the inning. Keeps the tying run from getting to the plate. Inside and low to McDade. Almost hit him. Ball 1, strike 1. Bridgeport 6, Lancaster 2, bottom of the 6th. Lancaster needs McDade to keep this inning going. There is action in the bullpen for Bridgeport. They have a left-hander throwing. Last night they used Patterson. This may well be Iannazzo. Here's a 1-1 delivery. Check swing. Did he go? No, says Dave Turco, the first base umpire. That one was borderline. 2 balls and a strike to McDade. Kajimoto's on deck. Bridgeport leading by 4. Here's a 2-1. Strike 2 onto the inside corner. McDade up there at 2-2. Hobson off second, Ahrens off first. Span ready to go, and he'll break contact with the rubber and force Hobson to dart back into second base. 2 balls, 2 strikes. McDade gets ball 3, a fastball a little close. Full count, runners will take off at 3-2. Time is called before the 3-2 pitch makes its way home. Just looking for McDade to extend this inning. Payoff pitch on the way from Span. That is strike 3 called on the inside corner. McDade can't believe it. He'll just put the gear back on. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error. Lancaster leaves 2 at the end of 6 tonight here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. It is Bridgeport 6, Lancaster 2.
It's baseball season, and no one is more excited about that than we here at Lancaster Bible College, proud sponsor of Lancaster Barnstormers baseball. At Lancaster Bible College, you can earn your associate's, bachelor's, master's, seminary, or doctoral degrees through a distinctly biblical lens in areas like leadership, communication, business administration, social work, education, pastoral studies, music, and many more. Find out how you can take the next step in your educational journey to earn a degree from LBC. Visit us on the web at lbc.edu. We look forward to seeing you at Barnstormers games this season.
It's nice out and you just want to relax after a day at work. The Lancaster Barnstormers have a great idea. For Monday through Thursday home games, the Barnstormers have super dinner and a ball game deals at Clipper Magazine Stadium. On Monday, join us for an all-you-can-eat pork barbecue dinner in the Hess's Picnic Pavilion, or choose chicken on Tuesday, all for just $20, including your game ticket. And new on Monday, it's pizza, beer, and pinball all night long. Then on Wednesdays, it's Hatfield hot dogs for just $1 each, with 2-for-1 burgers on Thursdays. Call 717-509-HITS or go to LancasterBarnstormers.com for more details.
Through 6 innings tonight, it is 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, and just 3 left on base for Bridgeport. The Barnstormers have 2 runs on 4 hits with an error, and Lancaster has stranded 4. We reach the 7th inning in the top of the order for the Bluefish, and R.J. Hively will stay out there for the Barnstormers. He gave up 4 hits, 3 runs last inning, and they're still going to check the ball hit by Nina. Right now, officially, it's sacrifice fly and E9. It looked from here like Patterson dropped the ball on the warning track, but against the lights of the scoreboard, it's virtually impossible to be sure. Now a comebacker off the bat of Hernandez. Hively will set and fire to Hobson this time. The out is 1-3. Here in the 7th inning on the first pitch thrown. Andy Chavez will come to the plate. He is 0-for-3. As if you remember the other night, the Barnstormers lost when Hively threw a ball over the head of Casey Hobson on a lob throw. It was not the losing play of the ball game. Brian LaHare flared a base hit into left officially to win it. 1 out. Chavez stands in. Hively to the plate. Fastball upstairs. Ball 1 and no strikes. Bridgeport ahead by 4 tonight in the 7th inning. Matthew Span with the quality start. Caleb Gindel likely to have just one more chance to extend his hitting streak to a franchise record 21 games. Ball 2 is high to Chavez. It is 2-0 from Hively. RJ is ready. Here's the pitch. Bouncing ball right side, and that will get past Kajimoto. And the first man to touch it will be Patterson. Base hit for Chavez. He's a one-out runner. Wellington Dotel to the plate. Dotel has 2 bunt singles tonight and then opened last inning with a double smoked over the head of Trayvon Robinson in left field. One-out base runner against Hively here in the 7th inning. On the 9th hit for the Bluefish tonight. Hively to the plate, fastball way inside. Ball 1-0 to Dotel. New Britain leading Somerset 3-2 in the 5th inning. Bridgeport with a chance to climb back within a half game of first place. To Dotel, it jams him, popped up shallow right field. Late start, Patterson is in for a base hit. Kajimoto could not get back there. Dotel is 4 for 4. First and second, one out. Patterson had a very nice game in left field at Somerset the other night. But even though you don't have a lot of ground to cover in right field at Clipper Magazine Stadium, it can be tricky. And Patterson with a couple of miscues out there the past 2 innings. Burrows will step in. Again, 5 for 7 in the series is Burrows without just 1 ball leaving the infield. 4 infield base hits. That's just remarkable. 1 bunt, 3 swinging. He wants a different bat with which to face Hively. He goes for a separate model. Chavez at second, Dotel at first. Neither ball hit hard against RJ. Here in the 7th inning, Hively now has given up 6 hits. It is amazing how many base hits this guy has allowed this season. He's got terrific stuff. The pitch to Burrows, ground ball down the line at first, foul. It is 0-1. And one of those things about this season that just has not made a lot of sense. Some things you can point to, all the signings, certainly not helping the Barnstormers. How many times this year the rotation has been in tatters with guys getting picked up. Burrows goes the other way, line drive out the left, taken on a bounce by Trayvon. He will throw into second. Bases are now loaded. 3rd hit of the game for Burrows.
The catcher, Jose
Heel will step in with the bases loaded and 1 out. Jose Heel is 0 for 2 with a walk. The Barnstormers may get Johnny Drozd warming up again. He's up and about down there. Seven of the last 11 Bridgeport batters now with hits off of Hively. And they have been in all shapes and sizes. Heel stepping in, he can put an exclamation point on this game. 6-2 Bridgeport already. Hively's pitch, fastball right there. He gets ahead 0-1. Right-hander comes set, and his fastball misses the plate inside. Heel bats 1-1. Angeles Nina's on deck. He's driven in 3 runs already. One pitch, golf toward right center field. That ball will get past the outfielders Patterson and Gindel and get all the way to the wall. Chavez and Dotel are home. Burrows will stop at third. Heel with a 2-run double. It is now 8-2 2.
Third baseman Angeles Nina.
Nina will step in. Hively has given up 8 hits. And he's kind of being the sacrificial lamb for the Barnstormers tonight. RJ is at his best when he throws just 1 inning. The first inning was marvelous. The last 2 innings have been painful, but the Barnstormers have to leave him out there. They have very little choice. Burrows at third, Heel at second, Nina to the plate. And now Lancaster will bring the infield in. 1 out with 2 men in scoring position. Nina already with a 3 RBI night, officially 1 for 1. Fastball to the inside corner for a strike called. It's 0-1. Hito Fujier had a successful 3-inning start, giving up just the home run to Nina. No walks, 4 strikeouts. So when he came out, this was a 1-1 ball game. Here's the 0-1. Partial swing he committed. 2 strikes to Nina. Runners lead off second and third. Hively to the plate, buries it in the dirt. Good stop made by McDade. Ball 1 and 2 strikes. Four hits in a row for Bridgeport in this 7th inning. It's what they do. 1-2, taken outside. Nina bats at 2-2. The switch hitting Luis Rodriguez is on deck. Drozd getting ready in the bullpen for a 2nd time here tonight. RJ Hively ready to go. 2-2 pitch, foul to the right, headed for Prince Street.
That one broke a window along the way, and that means a little more work for your insurance company.
Still 2-2.
Check out Hostetler Insurance, 293-7100.
And a Nina, ball 3 missing. Full count. You may see Drozd in the reasonably near future here. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Infield pulled tight. Here's the pitch. Chipped out to right field. Patterson coming on. He'll slide and misplay the ball. This one gets away. Coming home to score is Burrows. Heel up the third.
Second baseman Luis.
And that one is going to be ruled a base hit. So I guess splitting the difference with the last one. Here comes Rich Rundles, and that'll be it for RJ Hively. Drozd is being ushered into the ball game. We've got the pitching change. It is 9-2 Bridgeport, and with the change, let's pause for these messages.
It's baseball season, and no one is more excited about that than we here at Lancaster Bible College, proud sponsor of Lancaster Barnstormers baseball. At Lancaster Bible College, you can earn your associate's, bachelor's, master's, seminary, or doctoral degrees through a distinctly biblical lens in areas like leadership, communication, business administration, social work, education, pastoral studies, music, and many more. Find out how you can take the next step in your educational journey to earn a degree from LBC. Visit us on the web at lbc.edu. We look forward to seeing you at Barnstormers games this season.
Hey kids, thanks to Isaacs, you can be part of the Barnstormers. The Isaacs Barnyard Bunch is quite a deal. You get lawn vouchers for 6 games, 6 kids park passes, the chance to go on the field with your Barnstormers during the national anthem on 2 different nights, and a Barnyard Bunch t-shirt. But there's more. Any Barnyard Bunch member will get 2 vouchers for kids meals at your favorite Lancaster County Isaacs Deli. You get all of this for only $25. Even better, if you sign up at your local Isaacs, you save $5 more. So join the Barnyard Bunch today.
There is left-hander Johnny Drozd coming into the ball game with runners at first and third here in the 7th inning after 5 consecutive base hits off of R.J. Hively, 9 the last couple of innings after just a wonderful first inning of work here tonight. So it's 9-2 Bridgeport. Hively has been charged with 6 runs on the 9 hits. Worked 2 and a third innings. Drozd worked to the switch hitting, Luis Rodriguez. Well, yeah, he is going to. Well,
batting for Luis.
We're going to have a pinch hitter, in fact, for Rodriguez. Luis Nunez is going to take over. Heel the runner at third, Nina aboard at first in a 9-2 ball game. Drozd to the plate, swing and a miss at the first offering. It's 0-1 from the left-hander, 6'7", 200-pounder from the Dallas area. Drozd in his 12th ball game, no record and a 6.3 ERA. He's been tremendous on the road. This ballpark has given him some trouble. Right now, he'd just like to get a double play and get the Barnstormers out of the mess that has been the 7th inning. Cued foul down the right side, not quite to the bullpen chairs. It is 0-2. Barnstormers in a very, very peculiar spot, one we're not used to at all. Smashed to third, bobbled for a moment by Aarons. He's going to gun it to first and get the out. He comes up with that one cleanly, gets out of the inning, but that ball was rifled to third. Aarons just knocked it down. So belatedly on the play, Heel comes home to score. Nunez will get an RBI. Nunez up the second. That is the 7th run charged to Hively. 10-2. Here is Josh Vitters, who is 1 out of 3, doubled in a run back in the 6th inning. It has not been a good night for the host ball club. Breaking ball across for a strike. It's 0-1. When you're in a situation like this, you hope that somebody is able to come up big. But tonight, it really didn't happen. The Barnstormers trying to piece together 9 innings out of their bullpen. And we've seen it happen before this year and in years gone by. Foul ball back, it is 0-2. Does look like Span is done as the left-hander, and even though we can't read the numbers from afar, we'll believe that Zionazzo down there is getting loose for Bridgeport. Gindel is going to have to extend the hitting streak against the lefties. 0 for 3 tonight. Pitch is away to Vitters. Ball 1, 2 strikes. Bridgeport 10 and the Barnstormers 2. Lancaster had some hope in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-2 pitch to Mike McDade went down as called, strike 3. And Bridgeport came back up and put more runs on the board. Fouled on a play to the right. Still 1-2 on Vitters. The Schwanger brothers came in here tonight. He has struck out once. That was against Fougier back in the second inning. Bridgeport up by 8. Drozd with the 1-2. That hangs up outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kajimoto, Patterson, and Wilson will step in the bottom of the 7th. Boy, as Chase Patterson had a rough time in right field tonight. Starkly against the way he played left a couple nights back in Somerset. That's strike 3 on the outside corner. Vitters goes down looking. Drozd gets the job done. But in the inning, it is 4 runs on 5 hits. No errors, and 1 runner left on base. Time for the 7th inning stretch. We're here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. It is 10-2 in favor of Bridgeport.
By Kazoo as well. All right, here we go.
Once again, thank you, Lancaster. With your support, we are once again the #1 dealer in our district, according to a recent Mitsubishi report. Hi, this is Richard Bennett, co-owner of Lancaster Mitsubishi. To continue our success through the month of May, Ally Financial is offering 0% financing for up to 72 months on select models. And don't forget, with over 25 different lenders and rebates and incentives from Mitsubishi, we can put you into a brand new car with absolutely 0 money down. And if you purchase a vehicle from us in the month of May, Lancaster Mitsubishi has partnered with the Lancaster Barnstormers to give you tickets to the Lancaster Mitsubishi Suite. So Lancaster, make your way to Lancaster Mitsubishi and become part of our story. As always, all sales come with our famous LLM Club, lifetime state safety inspections and car washes as long as you own the vehicle. We are located on the corner of McGovern Avenue and North Prince Street next to the train station. You know we have what you deserve.
Bottom of the 7th inning, and Matt Iannazzo takes over on the hill for the Bridgeport Bluefish. He inherits a gargantuan lead. It is 10-2. Iannazzo is in his 21st game of the year. It's not been a good season for him. He is 1-3 with a 7.22 ERA. Left-hander from Norwalk, Connecticut, just down Interstate 95 for Bridgeport. 26 years of age, and not a big guy. He's 5'9" and 170 pounds. Yusuke Kajimoto leads off the 7th against him. Kaji 0 for 2 in the game, but one of the victims of Luis Hernandez to get there. Popped up by Kajimoto. Back goes Hernandez. In comes Giansani, the left fielder, taking charge. He'll make the catch. That is out number 1. Chase Patterson to the plate. Patterson has reached on an infield base hit, and he is lined to left. Barnstormers pieced together the 6-3 win last night on a great start by Justin Jackson and some long balls. And they got a decent spot start again tonight. The bullpen stretched out a little too thin, unfortunately. Here's the pitch to Patterson, swinging a foul ball straight back, 0-1. Dean Wilson waits on deck. He's been robbed by Hernandez. Who hasn't been? And if it hasn't been Hernandez, it's been Nina over at third. Somerset has tied New Britain 3-3, bottom 6. Patterson with a swing and a miss at a breaking ball, 0-2. The The kick, and it's into the dirt. Ball 1 and 2 strikes. Barnstormers have been out hit tonight 13-4. Lancaster does have right-hander Connor Root coming back in. It's going to be tough to piece together the pitching for these final 3 weeks, though. Thank goodness Joe Gardner came back. But that is a huge help. 1-2. Patterson swings and misses. He goes down on strikes. That's 2 gone here in the 7th. Dean Wilson to step in. Span went 6. He gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, with 1 walk, and he ended up striking out 4. That last strikeout of McDade. Wilson is 0 for 2 tonight. He's hit the ball well. Nothing to show for it. Iannazzo ready to go. Wilson takes a ball down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Still have fireworks coming up tonight to entertain the 5307 here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Here comes the 1-0. Wilson, ground ball pulled on the left side. There is Nina to his left. He'll fire on. Wilson, a pretty hard 0 for 3. And a 1-2-3 inning for Matt Iannazzo. In the bottom of the 7th, Caleb Gindel will be leading off the 8th. We'll see if he can keep his hitting streak going. We're at the end of 7, 10-2.
If you want a t-shirt, well, let's hear it.
Certain aspects of owning a Lexus just can't be conveyed over the radio, like the goosebumps you feel when you settle into the driver's seat, or that slight smile that appears with every new feature you discover.
I'm sending you directions now.
Which is why the only way to understand the joy of owning a Lexus is to drive one. At the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event, get great offers on some of our most luxurious models, like the ES, LS, and LX. But hurry, the event ends September 5th. See Bobby Rahal Lexus in Mechanicsburg.
The Federal Tap House isn't just a great place to meet your friends for a drink. The upstairs mezzanine and art loft has one of the largest collections of private artwork in downtown Lancaster, and a secluded banquet room that is great for private parties, rehearsal dinners, or business meetings with a big screen and AV hookups. Let the Tap House take the worry out of your next private function. That's the Federal Tap House, 201 North Queen Street in downtown Lancaster. Call 717-490-9632 to book your event.
Top of the 8th inning, and Johnny Drozd remains on the hill to face Anthony Giansani, the left fielder. Giansani tonight is 0 for 3. Bridgeport laying it on heavily here tonight. It is 10-2 as we go to the 8th inning. So the one matter of interest over the rest of the night, Caleb Gindel leading off the bottom of the 8th inning. And he'll be facing a right-hander. Iannazzo might be done after an inning. There's a right-hander getting ready in the bullpen. Tap foul. 1 strike to Giansani. You'd love to see Caleb get to 21. Matt LeCroy managing 45 minutes away in Harrisburg. The previous record holder from his season here back in 2008. What a great year he had here. The 0-1, Giansani with a bouncer over toward third. Aaron's coming on to make the play, and he'll cut down Giansani 5-3. Third out in a row recorded by Johnny Drozd. 1 away. Luis Hernandez will be the batter. Hernandez tonight is 0 for 4. Does it really matter with what he has done defensively? Well, he has put on a show at shortstop. One out, nobody on base. Hernandez stepping in. Endy Chavez to follow. Drozd with a fastball good for a strike. It is 0-1. This is the first positive outing for Johnny here at home. And it's really good to see the fans get an idea of how good this kid can be, because he's done a fabulous job on the road. Beating up the third base line. They're going to let it roll, let it roll, let it roll, let it roll, and it cooperates at the last second. It had very little steam left when it crossed the chalk line. Droz did absolutely the right thing, as did Aarons. 0-2 on Hernandez, who had to think he had a base hit. The Barnstormers have been scorched on those this year. And Bell is about as good as there is a Barnstormers third baseman normally. And there have been some he hasn't been able to handle. 0-2 on Hernandez with one away here in the 8th inning. Droz to the plate, and that's strike 3 on the outside corner. Second called third strike for Droz. He's retired 4 in a row. Andy Chavez will step in. Chavez is 1 for 4.
Now batting center fielder, Andy Chavez.
Bridgeport up by 8 here in the 8th inning. Droz to the plate, and he's just off the outside corner. 1-0. Wellington Dotel's on deck. Dotel with a 4-hit game already. Right-hander continuing to tune up in the bullpen for Bridgeport. 1-0 offering, line drive, taken on a bounce by Kaji. He'll fire on to get Chavez, in a very nice outing in progress for Johnny Droz. He's set down 5 in a row. We're headed to the bottom half of the 8th inning. The score, Bridgeport 10, Lancaster 2.
Throw that back to you.
Hey kids, thanks to Isaacs, you can be part of the Barnstormers. The Isaacs Barnyard Bunch is quite a deal. You get lawn vouchers for 6 games, 6 kids park passes, the chance to go on the field with your Barnstormers during the national anthem on 2 different nights, and a Barnyard Bunch t-shirt. But there's more. Any Barnyard Bunch member will get 2 vouchers for kids meals at your favorite Lancaster County Isaacs Deli. You get all of this for only $25. Even better, if you sign up at your local Isaacs, you save $5 more. So join the Barnyard Bunch today.
We at Gockenauer Appliance know that buying a major appliance for your home is a major and tough decision. We want you to make that process easier. We now have a new website at Gockenauers.com that you can view live inventory, spec sheets, and all of our closeout and scratch and dent inventory. Browse the site and either purchase online or stop into our store and see the models in our huge showroom. Remember, we still offer the best brands at the best prices and back it up with the best service around. Gockenauers in East Petersburg and now online.
Bridgeport goes to its bullpen, and right-hander Holden Helmink coming on. He is a slender right-hander, just 22 years of age, 6'4" and 180 pounds, out of Conroe, Texas, who had pitched most recently in rookie ball in the Arizona League with the Diamondbacks club there. Since coming to Bridgeport, he's appeared in 4 games and allowed 3 hits and 2 runs in 4 2/3 innings. He's facing Caleb Gindel, leading off the 8th. Caleb is hitless tonight. He has grounded out twice to the shortstop, and he has flied out the left. That was against the southpaw starter, Matthew Spann. Gindel gets to face a right-hander, and this at bat likely to determine whether or not he sets a Barnstormers record or has to settle for a tie. He could get up again, but this is likely to be it. Helmink ready to go, and to Gindel, a fastball is up, ball 1 and no strikes. You hate to see it end on a walk, although conceivably a walk could start something here, and the Barnstormers could get him around again. Ball 1-0 on Caleb Gindel. Trayvon Robinson and Casey Hobson will follow. It's 10-2. The right-hander delivers, and Gindel takes a strike. The count now 1-1. Decent turnout here tonight at Clipper Magazine Stadium. We have one more weekend to go. Big things planned for September 11. To Gindel, here's the 1-1, fouled away. And the hitting streak may have just one strike left to it. Gindel hitting .410 in the streak. He's been 34 out of 83. But nothing to show for his efforts here tonight. Down 1 ball and 2 strikes to Holden Helmink. The right-hander ready to go. Here's the pitch, and I think that came off the knob of the bat. Gindel is backing up out of the way. Maybe not. The scoreboard posted as 2-2. It hit something and deflected up toward the backstop, but it may have actually come off either heel or the plate umpire. Carlos Daño Jr. and Jared Binner and Erica Ventura, the 2 trainers, out to check on Daño. Gindel batting at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Daño checks out okay. Gindel awaiting the 2-2. Helmink ready to go. The motion, the pitch, smashed toward the middle, but there is Hernandez. He'll throw out Gindel for a 3rd time tonight, and that's likely to be it for the hitting streak. The Barnstormers will have some work to do to get Gindel up there again. Hernandez was cheating toward the middle, and he made a nice play once again tonight. That was actually one of the less spectacular plays that Hernandez has made. 1 down, here's Trayvon Robinson, who reached on an error back in the 6th inning and scored a run. Trayvon tonight is 0 for 3. The Barnstormers just haven't been able to get anything past Hernandez. Swing and a miss by Robinson. It is 0-1. He has snatched 2 line drives and made some terrific plays up the middle on ground balls. Outside a ball, and Robinson bats at 1-1. Helmink into the motion, all the way to the backstop, and ball 2. We mentioned he had some control issues, 4 walks in his 4 2/3 innings coming into tonight. Missed badly on one offering to Gindel, and that one to Robinson not close. Casey Hobson on deck. He's got the hottest bat on this ball club right now. Here's a 2-1 to Robinson, onto the outside part of the plate, 2-2. Helmink has some pretty good velocity. The count is 2-2. Here's the motion, the pitch, smashed up the middle, base hit. It was to the right of second base by Nunez in a blink. Hobson will step in. KC with a long home run back in the first inning. He added a single in the sixth, 2 for 3 tonight, 4 for 7 in the series. Helming was born in Wilmington, Delaware, but grew up in Texas. Firing outside to Hobson, ball 1, no strikes. He was in the Arizona system the past couple of years. He appeared in 26 total games at the rookie level. Ball 1, no strikes. Hobson looks at a pitch in the zone. It is 1-1. Kevin Ahrens waiting on deck. It's been a rough night for the home crowd and the home ball club. Fouled at the plate. Make it 1-2. Robinson not being held at first. Here's the pitch. Hobson swings and misses, fooled off speed. There's the second out here in the 8th inning. Kevin Ahrens will step in. Ahrens is 1 for 2.
Now batting the third baseman, Kevin Ahrens.
Helming to Ahrens, big breaking ball, and back to the inside corner. He had Ahrens ducking out of the way. 0-1. Kevin half swing, roller to the first base coach's box, and a nifty play made over there. Can't even quite tell who that is. I think it's Joe Gardner. That was a pretty sweet pickup. 0-2. Mike Jacobs waiting on deck. Barnstormers down by 8. To Ahrens, here's the 0-2, all the way to the backstop, and the wild pitch enables Robinson to charge ahead to second. Helming has thrown 3 away. Only one actual wild pitch. Kevin Ahrens batting at a ball and 2 strikes. Runner in scoring position for the Barnstormers. Helming ready to go. Ball 2 is outside. That also gets by heel. Second straight wild pitch. And on to third goes Trayvon Robinson. Series concludes tomorrow here at 2 o'clock. Joe Gardner with the start for the Barnstormers. Matched up against right-hander David Kubiak. Here's a 2-2. Ball 3 is high to Ahrens. 3-2. Payoff pitch is coming, and it is ball 4 inside. Ahrens will take a walk for the second straight time. Here comes Mike Jacobs. He is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. Robinson's at third. Ahrens the runner at first. Jacobs stepping in. Here's the pitch. That gets to the backstop as well. Robinson won't try to score. It comes back out too far, but Ahrens can take second. Holden Helmink with his third wild pitch in one inning. Two are in scoring position. The count on Jacobs is 1-0. Helming comes back. It's popped up on the left side. Angeles Nina there to put it away. Jacobs pops out in the inning. No runs on a hit with no errors. Two men are stranded. We'll head to the ninth inning here tonight with the score: Bridgeport 10 and Lancaster 2.
The San Diego Padres have called up Jimmy Baker.
Localflavor.com, local flavor. Localflavor.com, local flavor.
Excuse me, are you saying localflavor.com?
Oh, yeah, it's where I save big bucks on all kinds of things. Home improvement projects, dining out, family fun, electronics, jewelry, clothing. I even bought my wife a fancy spa package for half price.
Half price?
Yep, you know all the deals you find in Clipper Magazine.
I love Clipper Magazine.
Well, they're all on localflavor.com too. And you can get them right on your phone thanks to localflavor.com's mobile app. Here, take a look.
Well, this app is amazing. Look at all these restaurants, amusement parks, car washes, fitness centers. This is worth sharing about.
Exactly. Localflavor.com online, the Local Flavor mobile app, and Clipper Magazine together. It's like a triple play.
Do the cheer again. I'm in.
Localflavor.com, local flavor. Come on, everybody! Localflavor.com, local flavor. Localflavor.com, local flavor.
It's been a rough night for the Barnstormers, but one of the silver linings, I think the most noticeable silver lining, is the work being turned in by Johnny Drozd. The left-hander has retired all 5 batters he has faced, 2 of them on called third strikes, the other 3 on ground balls. He'll face Wellington Dotel and Sean Burrows to start the 9th inning, and that is going to be a challenge. The two combined 7 for 8 on the night. Meanwhile, heading out to coach first base is the league's leading winner. Right now on the inactive list, Jonathan Albaladejo. There's no mistaking that hoss. He is one big guy. He's had a very nice year here. Started off kind of slowly, got knocked around some early, and he's come on like gangbusters. So here is Dotel. He has 2 bunt singles, a bloop to right, and a double skull to the left. Drozd goes to work, and Dotel looks at strike 1. Bridgeport with 3 in the 6th, 4 in the 7th. Broke this game open. The losing pitcher would be Ben Anchev. Smash foul to the Lancaster dugout. 2 strikes on Dotel. And the starter, Matthew Spann, would get the win at this point. The Barnstormers need to get 2 guys on in the bottom of the 9th inning to get Caleb Gindel another chance. There's another right-hander warming up for Bridgeport. Popped up towards center. On comes Gindel, sprinting in. He won't get there, and it's another kind of cheap hit for Wellington Dotel tonight. He's 5 for 5. First hit allowed by Drozd. Sean Burrows will step in. He is 3 for 4 in this one, and 6 for 8 in the series, but as I look down there, that is not Burrows. He was the scheduled hitter. I don't know who this is. We have ourselves a mystery. Burrows is scheduled. Here's the first pitch, and it is a ball outside to a right-handed batter. Fouled away, and it's 1-1. And Bridgeport hasn't signed anybody new in the past 24 hours. So this is either somebody in the wrong jersey. This might be Cuevas, I don't know. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That is off the inside part of the plate, rolling away from McDade. Dotel will not move. Jose Cuevas generally wears number 13. They also have Jonathan Galvez on the bench, who typically wears number 20. And I don't know these guys well enough to be able to discern who it is. 2-1, strike 2 onto the outside corner. We're told this is Alex Marquez. It's finally cleared up. And he's batting at 3-2 now against Drozd. Dotel, the runner at first base, not being held by Hobson in a 10-2 ball game here in the 9th inning. Drozd with the payoff. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Marquez goes down looking. He's one of the reserve catchers here. 1 out, and the batter will be Heel. Heel doubled in 2 runs with a drive to right center field back in the 7th, his lone hit of the game, and 3 official at bats. First pitch recorded as a strike to Heel. It is 0-1. Now, Drozd has struck out 3, all looking. Nice outing for him. Hobson has hit a home run. Kajimoto has made a fabulous defensive play. But all in all, a rough night for the home club. 1 ball and 1 strike. The count on Heel. Angeles Nina's on deck, and he's really had a weird one. Ball 2 missing, 2-1. Drozd comes to the plate. That ball is pounded foul down the left field side. That one, I think, cleared the back ad wall. If not, it got awfully close to clearing it. Youngsters are scrambling after it, so it must have stayed in. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Jose Heel. Fougier, Anchef, Hively, and Drozd have worked for the Barnstormers here this evening. Ball 3 into the dirt. It is 3-2. Payoff pitch, sliced out the right field. Chase Patterson going back. He'll make the catch. That is out number 2. Heel retired. And here is Nina. 2 for 2 with 3 runs batted in. And a couple of fly balls in the midst of all of that have, so shall we say, played some tricks on Patterson out in right field. He dropped one, it was ruled a sac fly, and then broke late trying to make a sliding catch in the 7th. That one down as a base hit. 2 outs, runner at first here, and Drozd finds the range, strike 1. Nina, the last man around for Drozd to face. Dotel still at first base, now with 2 outs. Drozd to the plate. Ground ball shortstop. Nice easy hop for Dean Wilson. He'll find Kaji and end the inning. 6-4. Very positive appearance for Johnny Drozd tonight. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Now can the Barnstormers get a couple of guys on and give Caleb Gindel another chance to extend the hitting streak? We're going to the bottom of the 9th inning. It is Bridgeport 10, Lancaster 2.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown is the place where baseball legends live forever. It's where the exciting moments of today stand along the iconic tales of the past. With new exhibits and artifacts telling incredible stories, the Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum is a must-see destination for fans of all ages. Baseball in Cooperstown. Oh my! Plan your visit today. Check out baseballhall.org.
After you juggle the kids, sports, homework, housework, and squeeze in a moment for yourself, there isn't much time left to plan activities to keep your family having fun together. So give yourself a break and head to Strasburg Railroad, where the 45-minute steam train ride is just the beginning. There are family-friendly train events, vintage baseball, shop tours, a steampunk weekend, plus our popular Day Out with Thomas trains. The fun is as endless as your imagination. Reserve your tickets at strasburgrailroad.com.
Paul Demney will take over here in the bottom of the 9th inning for the Bridgeport Bluefish. Demney is 5-2 with a 2.67 ERA and 37 appearances. He'll face McDade, Kajimoto, and Patterson, leading by 8. Helming worked the 8th inning and threw 3 wild pitches without giving up a run. That's hard to do. 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. McDade goes after the first pitch and chips a foul, third base side. Nina getting over there and can't quite track that one down. Tricky play. The ball landing around the Bridgeport bullpen bench. Nina got turned around on it, trying to make an awkward catch at the last second and failed to do so. McDade is batting at 0-1. The Barnstormers need to get 2 runners on base to give Caleb Gindel another chance. 0-1 on McDade. He's hitless in 3 trips tonight. He has struck out twice. Demney ready to go. The motion, the pitch, off the bat handle. 1 soft hop to the second baseman, Nunez. He'll float the throw, and that's 1 out.
The second baseman, Yusuke.
Ball hit toward the middle, but it simply didn't have enough velocity behind it to get past Nunez. 1 out. Here's Kajimoto. He is 0 for 3. Kajimoto robbed up the middle by Hernandez back in the 5th inning. That's been part of the story tonight. The defense of Bridgeport, they were guilty of 1 error, but they have made a tremendous number of stellar plays out there, especially in the infield. Ball one is up. Kajimoto batting 1-0 against Demney. Chase Patterson waiting on deck. Oh, it's looking more and more like Caleb Gindle's streak will be snapped at 20. 3 ground outs to Hernandez and a fly out to Giansani and left. High fly ball by Kajimoto. Andy Chavez will camp underneath. That is out number 2. Chase Patterson, the final hope for the Barnstormers here tonight. Patterson has reached on an infield base hit. He has lined to left. And the last time up, he went down swinging against Ianazzo. Bridgeport 10, Lancaster 2, bottom of the 9th inning. To Patterson, swing and a miss. He's down a strike. It is 0-1. Target is set by Heel. The pitch. Patterson swings and misses again. And we get to 2 strikes. 2 outs, nobody aboard in the 9th inning. Demney is ready with the 0-2. Patterson starts the bat. He did not go far enough. That is ball 1. An 8-run Bridgeport lead. They scored 1 in the 2nd to tie the game at 1, 2 in the 4th, 3 in the 6th, and 4 in the 7th inning. Here comes the 1-2 to Patterson. Fastball upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Patterson, who has a reputation as being incredibly strong. Waits the 2-2, swung on and missed. Well, the ball game is over, and the hitting streak for Caleb Gindle is over. Congratulations for tying a franchise record, batting safely in 20 consecutive ball games. That's never easy to do at any level. It ends here tonight as Gindle goes 0 for 4. We'll be back with the wrap-up show that will be coming your way next. Our final score this evening, the Bridgeport Bluefish 10 and the Lancaster Barnstormers 2.
Once again, thank you, Lancaster. With your support, we are once again the #1 dealer in our district, according to a recent Mitsubishi report. Hi, this is Richard Bennett, co-owner of Lancaster Mitsubishi. To continue our success through the month of May, Ally Financial is offering 0% financing for up to 72 months on select models. And don't forget, with over 25 different lenders and rebates and incentives from Mitsubishi, we can put you into a brand new car with absolutely 0 money down. And if you purchase a vehicle from us in the month of May, Lancaster Mitsubishi has partnered with the Lancaster Barnstormers to give you tickets to the Lancaster Mitsubishi Suite. So Lancaster, make your way to Lancaster Mitsubishi and become part of our story. As always, all sales come with our famous LLM Club, lifetime state safety inspections and car washes as long as you own the vehicle. We are located on the corner of McGovern Avenue and North Prince Street next to the train station. You know we have what you deserve.
Are you going to stand there? What are you going to do with that?
The Bridgeport Bluefish down the Lancaster Barnstormers this evening 10-2 in the second game of a 4-game series. Kind of a painful night for the host ball club. short on players, short on pitchers. Tough to piece together a lineup and an attack out of it. It just didn't happen. Bridgeport, 10 runs, 14 hits, 1 error, 5 left. And for the Barnstormers, 2 runs on 5 hits with 1 error, 6 men left on base. Matthew Spann with the win. He is 2-0. He pitched well and used his defense well. He gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, walked 1, struck out 4, and really was not touched much after the Hobson home run in the first inning. The loss to Ben Anchef in his professional baseball debut, giving up a couple of runs. They bunted on him early, got the first 2 men aboard and built 2 runs off of it. Anchef is 0-1, no save tonight. Casey Hobson with his 3rd homer of the series and 17th of the season. And then Angeles Nina with a home run for the Bluefish, his 4th of the year. That came with the bases empty off of Hito Fujie in the 2nd inning. Wellington Dotel 5 for 5 tonight with 2 blue hits, 2 bunt hits, and a screamer over the head of Trayvon Robinson out in left field for a double. So 5 out of 5 for Wellington Dotel this evening. He scores 3 runs in the ball game. Hobson with the home run in the first inning. Nina tied it in the 2nd, and from there it was all Bridgeport. The 2 bunt singles, a stolen base, a walk, and a hit batter in the 4th inning made it 2-1. Then Anchef settled down. He got Luis Rodriguez to ground into a 6-4-3 double play that took the starch out of the top of the 4th, but Bridgeport at that point was up 3-1. R.J. Hively pitched a strong 5th inning. He struck out 2. He got through it on just 8 pitches, but the next 2 innings were poison. He ended up in those 2 innings allowing a total of 9 hits and 7 runs before Johnny Droz could take over. Droz was terrific tonight. He retired 8 out of 9 batters in the game that he faced. The Barnstormers only able to score an unearned run in the bottom of the 6th on a sacrifice fly by Mike Jacobs. For the remainder of the night, they fall here 10-2. The out-of-town scores will be coming your way next here on the Lancaster Barnstormers YouTube channel.
Localflavor.com, local flavor. Localflavor.com, local flavor.
Excuse me, are you saying localflavor.com?
Oh yeah, it's where I save big bucks on all kinds of things. Home improvement projects, dining out, family fun, electronics, jewelry, clothing. I even bought my wife a fancy spa package for half price.
Half price?
Yep, you know all the deals you find in Clipper Magazine.
I love Clipper Magazine.
Well, they're all on localflavor.com too. And you can get them right on your phone thanks to localflavor.com's mobile app. Here, take a look.
Well, this app is amazing. Look at all these restaurants, amusement parks, car washes, fitness centers. This is worth sharing about.
Exactly. Localflavor.com online, the Local Flavor mobile app, and Clipper Magazine together. It's like a triple play.
Do the cheer again. I'm in.
Localflavor.com, local flavor. Come on, everybody! Localflavor.com, local flavor. Localflavor.com, local flavor.
The Sugarland Skeeters lead is going to drop back to 4 after tonight. The Skeeters go down at Southern Maryland 4-1 to Brian Grenning, and the Blue Crabs. Grenning has taken over as this league's top starting pitcher. The one-time Barnstormer from a few years back is 9-4 with a 2.82 earned run average, and as much pitching that has been grabbed out of this league this season. That is pretty much tops in the league. Now, whether or not Grenning will get the required 112 innings to qualify for the ERA title remains to be seen. Right now, he is at about 95. He should get there. York is slamming the Long Island Ducks this evening. The Revs are up 13-0 in the top half of the 9th at Bethpage Ballpark. New Britain and Somerset. Now, that is the game to watch. Certainly, Bridgeport keeping an eye on it. They're in the bottom half of the 8th inning, tied at 3. In Major League Baseball, the Chicago Cubs earlier fell to the Los Angeles Dodgers by a final score of 3-2. tonight. It is San Diego leading Miami 1-0. They have reached the top of the 9th inning. Pirates over Milwaukee 9-6 through 7.5. The Mets have blown it open on the Phils. It is 11-1 New York through 7.5 innings. Oakland is up 3-2 over St. Louis in the bottom of the 9th. Cincinnati wailing on Arizona 11-0 at the stretch. Atlanta 3, San Francisco 1 in the top of the 4th. Colorado in 11 innings defeated Washington 9-4. Toronto slips past Minnesota by a final score of 8-7. The Yankees slam the Orioles again today, 13-5. Texas is up 7-0 over Cleveland in the bottom of the 5th. Boston leads Kansas City 8-2 in the 8th inning. The Angels lead the Detroit Tigers 3-1 bottom 8. It is Houston 6, Tampa Bay 2 in the 8th. And in the top of the 9th, the White Sox lead Seattle by a final score of 9-3, by a score of 9-3, I should say. Getting back to that one game in the Atlantic League we're still curious about, the one game up for grabs. The New Britain Bees and Somerset Patriots tied at 3-3, still in the bottom of the 8th inning, and they have just retired Brian Lahair to end the 8th inning. So New Britain and Somerset will go to the 9th in a 3-all tie. Somerset wins, the Patriots will retain a lead of a game and a half. If not, Bridgeport will close to within 1/2 game. Here at Clipper Magazine Stadium, we'll play the rubber game of this 3-game series tomorrow afternoon. Joe Gardner with the start for the Barnstormers against David Kubiak. Gardner without a decision this go-around, and Kubiak 6-3 with the start for the Bridgeport Bluefish. We'll be on the air here on the Lancaster Barnstormers YouTube channel beginning at 1:45 with the Gockenauer Home Appliances Dugout Report. So until then, for all the cast and crew at Clipper Magazine Stadium, I'm Dave Collins. Have a great evening, everyone, and we'll see you at the ballpark.